Welcome, everybody,
Woo!
to New Perspectives, episode...
God knows what.
6? Pretty sure it's 6.
I think it's 5.
This will be added in post.
Maybe. Today, we will be playing The Sprawl. The Sprawl is a cyberpunk game using the Powered by the Apocalypse system. We're not including any of the character creation stuff, but it's very good. The character creation is very... I really hope the dog today doesn't make it into the recording.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. We'll just go ahead and get started.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, last we met, walked through a portal, and now you, it feels like you blink, and then you exist in a different place. You're all in a room. The room feels like somebody grabbed an underground parking garage and subdivided it with plaster walls.
Oh.
And then charged you rent for it.
Oh, capitalism.
Oh.
It's relatively ramshackle. The rooms, that they can be called rooms, are essentially just beds separated by curtains, but they're not curtains. They're just like blankets.
Put all this punk in my cyber.
Along one wall is a set of sort of ramshackle, but also shiny, glowy RGB computer setup. Brock, you're sitting in front of these computers. You have what could loosely be called a kitchen, though it seems not to be fire safe.
We have blanket walls.
As you wake up, you awaken sitting at a table that just barely fits 3 people. Has 3 stools, mismatched stools.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up eating what looks like kind of like dog kibble.
Okay.
Rosho, you awaken lying in a bed. It's sort of disorienting because you can't see any of your allies. Here you are. This room has no windows. And if you sit quietly, you can for sure hear people on the other sides of the walls.
Oh, God.
Interesting.
This is where you live.
Oh.
It's great.
Do you want to give me a little piece of what you look like?
Sure. I am, once again, not a lizard, which is disheartening. I have dark skin with patches of scales here and there. Not sure how I managed to get them in this world, but probably some cool futuristic way. I've got like a short bob haircut with like, you know, like when they do the short hair, but like half of it's like shaved and it's like swooped. It's kind of that vibe. Dressed in like a leather jacket and leather pants. And that's Kaz.
Rosho?
That's dope. Yeah, I am also human. This time slightly differently as to normal, but I'm kind of a kind of just like toned person, probably about 5'11" or so. Typically kind of walk around wearing like very urban street style kind of just clothing.
You awaken, you're a little hungover.
Yeah, that's likely.
Brock?
Brock hates computer screens.
Ironic.
Don't know. He's not sure why he's sitting in front of these glowy monstrosities. And his general demeanor is friendly, but if you look closely at his eyes, they're darting all over the place, trying to figure out what's wrong or what might come to try and hurt him. He has a lithe body and is wearing street clothes.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I would immediately, upon waking up alone in a weird bed, just kind of, I guess, start to like try to get up, but I'm also hungover. I'm gonna kind of like try to get up and kind of like stumble to the door and kind of like
Door.
Well, I assume there's something that reminiscent of a door in this bedroom.
Curtain.
Yeah, it's a curtain, and just kind of like poke my head through to see are the voices I hear. Some of them, I guess, are people probably not in this apartment, but others hopefully are the rest of my group, and hopefully Kaz and Rocker somewhere. As I am currently alone.
Oh yeah, you poke your head out of your curtain, and you're immediately met by barely a kitchen, a worn-out couch, and a pretty dope computer set.
I'm just like, you guys hungover?
No.
I get none of the benefits of the night and all of the repercussions of the death of the morning after.
I don't consume alcohol.
Yeah, that's probably a better choice. I wish I didn't.
Winter didn't make it here?
Seems
I'm
not.
going to wander around trying to see if there's any more curtains.
There's very little place to wander.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you examine each of what you could loosely call bedrooms,
rooms.
and you do not find Winter.
Oh.
Nope.
What
Any
about the little
books?
man?
Oh yeah, is the man here?
Oh, man.
The little man doesn't appear to be here.
Maybe there's someone else?
All
Somewhere
right.
else?
Is there like a book or a pamphlet or a tablet or a leaflet
Absolutely.
or
You
something?
you search through your pockets and you find a cell phone. A cell phone. You unlock the cell phone. You know the password. You try not to think about that too much.
Just instinct. Muscle
Your
memory.
instinct, muscle memory.
I'm too drunk to be paying attention. I'm too hungover to be really paying much attention.
And one of the applications on the cell phone appears to be called Winter XD.
I
What?
say, guys, I found her.
What?
She's in a phone.
I think I've used one of those before.
Yeah, she's in it.
You called your god on one before, right?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah. Mega church?
Mega church, yeah.
Yeah.
Were you there? I'm starting to lose track of who's where, when.
I think he was there. That was no, you weren't there. That was the time that we went into the basement and defeated a ghost.
Yeah, were you there for the basement ghost?
What?
There's a ritual?
Are you sure you weren't drinking?
No.
No, there's definitely a
I've
basement.
never seen alcohol in
It's
any of
fine.
these, so.
You never seen
Never
it?
saw it.
I don't think so.
You weren't.
I started
I don't
looking
think
through cabinets. There's no way this apartment doesn't have alcohol.
So I've never gone looking.
You open the cabinets and you definitely find alcohol. You find alcohol, you find boxes of something
I
else.
start just bringing it to Kaz and bottle by bottle putting it in front of her.
You
Okay,
find some
first time.
canned goods, you find a box of what looks to be called Georgie's Kibble.
Oh, is that what I'm eating?
100% human sustenance.
Oh, no.
There was for sure alcohol at that one place, that Renaissance fair
Oh
looking
yeah,
place.
the
Was
giant
there?
banquet hall.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the banquet hall. I was in the kitchen. We can't
There was
drink in
definitely-
there.
there was
Is alcohol?
Definitely alcohol
Okay.
in that.
Not necessarily for drinking, but like for cooking in the store.
Yeah,
There's
cooking
the
wine,
store.
probably.
I was just so focused on the emotional anguish going on in that kitchen.
Alright. Well, we found Winter.
And I guess
The tiny man's gone.
I guess we have to find a problem to solve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
open the app. Is Winter in there?
I'm gonna open the Winter app.
The app seems to be some kind of AI chatbot. And it will only respond to you in emojis.
Oh,
I love it. How do we text with the words and they respond with emojis?
You can choose to text with emojis, but the emojis are the only.
I just say,
Okay.
you in there?
You get sad face with a single tear, and then you get exclamation question mark emoji,
Okay.
and then you get like a globe emoji, and another exclamation question mark emoji.
Yeah, we're in a new world and you're in the phone, it seems.
I like how apparently Winter is sad, even though this just means that they don't have to do anything. We have to do all the work.
Cocktail drink with a umbrella emoji, it's beach emoji.
Oh yeah, just chill. Vacation.
Alright.
She was just pretending to be sad for our sake. Oh, I think she's sad that we're still in the cycle. It was sad that we're in. She's asking us.
Honestly, I don't really care that much. I'm just closing the app and just moving on. She's fine.
Okay.
Brock, you find yourself in front of the computer. On the computer screen is what appears to be some kind of forum.
Look, Brock doesn't really know how to operate computers. Neither does this world's Brock.
Okay, well, Grandma, you can read what's on the screen, though, right?
yeah, I can read it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Everyone knows how to use computers.
Okay. I don't know how to hack them.
You can't hack them, you can't do anything fancy, but you can fucking browse the internet.
Yeah. If someone says move the mouse, you don't move it in physical space. You know?
I don't go find a mouse.
My
Yeah.
grandmother's done
Double click,
that.
you don't click in and wait 2 seconds and then click again. You know how to use a computer.
Yeah.
What does the forum say?
Yeah.
We all huddle around to read.
To be some kind of job forum.
What?
Where people are posting requests for jobs. If any of you are familiar with computers, which technically you wouldn't be, but instinctually you would be, this forum you're looking at is definitely not like a regular thing. It's like a
black market.
It's
forum.
like a black market forum.
Are we bad people?
At the top is www.blackmarket.org.
No, it's just an IP address.
I am. Oh God, that's worse. I am checking my pockets and like,
Pockets.
am I a shitty person?
You find weaponry.
Oh
You
God.
find miscellaneous receipts.
What are the receipts for?
You find one receipt for
all that alcohol.
for groceries. You find a receipt for alcohol. You find a receipt that just says you bought a lighter at a corner store. Why?
I don't know. I'm gonna go wander back into what could only be called my room and just try to find things.
This appears to be a light-based digital. That's the word. Digital.
It feels right.
Feels right.
Digital job posting board.
Mm.
I'm used to taking the job off the board when it is ours to complete.
You're
Yeah.
intimately familiar with the concept of a job board.
Has this world's us digitally pulled any jobs off the board? Is there any way of denoting that? Is it on
do
our...
I have a profile?
You have like message history with posters, but if you search briefly through the message history, they all seem to have been completed.
Is this the first time that we get to pick our job?
That'd be nice.
That's weird. Unless there's only... What are the jobs written on
I would
there?
be yelling that also back from the other room.
You find that you yell at someone on the other side of a wall, hits the wall, and tells you to shut up.
I hit harder. Tell them to chill.
You look through the blog board. There's a pretty wide variety. Depending on what you're looking for, there's one that says, "Help, my son is missing." There's one that
Let's
says,
do that one.
What if the other one's cooler?
But
2 sons are missing.
How young is the son?
it doesn't say. You'd have to.
My 50-year-old son.
I don't find this hit. Are you trying to murder this germ? It's not a
Help,
hit.
child missing. It has a couple of links to like existing police stories, but the police don't seem interested in investigating this at all. There's people going missing. Why? There's a job below that says it's labeled wet work. Gives some descriptions of a specific person that needs to be.
Sorry, would my character know what wet work means? Because I don't.
I feel it's like bloody
You
work.
as a person doesn't. Wet work means killing. Officially.
That's what I
Yeah.
extrapolated, but no, I did not know that for certain.
Some brief details on a person. There's one that involves acquiring specialized military materials that you've never heard of. There's one that involves breaking in and stealing some closely kept information from a place you've never heard of because you've lived in here.
I think you're onto something by picking the missing person one. That feels most up our alley.
Yeah, it feels.
However,
That feels like one that we understand the context of.
Yeah.
Also,
I know what a person is, and I know what it means when they're missing.
yeah. It would also be around this point, I would definitely pop my head out from the room again and be like, yo guys, I found something.
What'd you find?
I found like
Action?
a super extra guitar. And I hold up a guitar
That's not a guitar.
that has 9 strings.
Is that like a lute?
No, it's a guitar that someone just decided didn't have enough strings, apparently.
Okay, that's nice.
Is that gonna help us pick our mission?
Maybe.
Now I have a guitar.
Oh, okay.
There are guitar picks. Get it? Guitar picks, pick our mission.
Boo.
I'm trying out humor in this new world, guys.
Boo.
Someone laughed. Somewhere. Unrelated, maybe related.
So what
What are we picking? You guys find some problems?
There's a missing kid, maybe.
Okay.
Missing offspring.
Okay.
Yes.
Because we don't know how old they are.
Yes.
It's not in the posting.
Well, if they said kid, then we could assume kid age.
Well, they said my child.
Well, then we
They
could
say
assume child
My
age.
son.
My son.
Son, that could be any age.
Yeah, that could
That's
be
son
any age.
age.
That's son age.
I would love to find a missing 30-year-old. I think it'd be the most entertaining.
Did you message them?
No, well, we haven't picked one yet.
Oh, okay. I thought we just picked that one.
Well, I was thinking the one that says more information, that find information, and we're looking for information.
That's true.
Okay.
But I've never heard of whatever that word is there.
Yeah, but I also haven't heard of a lot of the things that exist in the new world.
The word you're pointing at is the location of the information is in a place called the biosphere.
Oh.
I do know what a sphere is.
I know what bio means, I think.
So,
It's a sphere of bio.
On the Earth. The information somewhere on Earth is what I'm gathering.
Okay. Okay.
That seems
And you know
accurate.
what? I know where Earth is. So
Do you?
it's right there.
Is it?
Probably.
Because I'm pretty sure in some of the places we've been, it was not necessarily Earth.
Yeah.
Well, it was Earth adjacent. It's their version of Earth, regardless of whether they call it Earth or not.
That's fair.
All right. So then we're between the missing person and the finding info.
Yeah, I think that maybe that info is the universe's way of saying, hey, you were looking for information.
Do any of you feel like you're good with these glowing screens? Because I feel like they would keep information on the glowing screens.
Absolutely not.
I know nothing about
That's
that.
bright, and it hurts my eyes right now.
Oh.
I
wish it was darker.
Okay.
I barely know how to operate the glowing screens.
So maybe they put the important information in a book? Because if they didn't, and we have to try finding it on the glowing screens,
I'm
it
going to
might
look
be
around
our
this
luck.
apartment. Is there a single book anywhere in this apartment?
Absolutely fucking not.
Are there like magazines? I bet there's like shitty magazines.
Yeah, I would say there are magazines. I would say you
Okay.
get magazines.
Punk people
You
love their
find
zines.
some like the MTV version of a magazine. You find a couple magazines that are just like cars for
What do you
some
mean the
reason.
MTV version of a magazine? How's that different from a regular magazine?
But cause it's got that vibe, right? The MTV vibe, but in a magazine.
Okay.
Don't look at me and tell me People magazine has MTV vibes.
No, I don't know what you mean by MTV version of a magazine.
So imagine MTV, but if it was a magazine instead of a TV channel.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So it plays music.
That's the future.
If you dig real deep, you find pornographic material. I don't know how deep you're digging into your own lives.
I don't need to dig that deeply. I know that these don't seem like the kinds of tomes that we're looking for.
They seem to be mostly pictures.
What if we get a person who's good at the screens and they help us?
That could work.
Yeah, is that hard?
I don't know.
You could ask around.
You seem to be good at talking to people. You've been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, I'll start looking through, I guess, this phone to try to see.
As we're looking through the magazines that are in here, I stare a little extra long at the car magazine, and I get this flash in my mind of a vehicle. I feel connected to it mentally. Where is this vehicle?
Would you like to go looking for the vehicle? Or would
My
you like-
mind. I just want to mentally connect.
Okay.
Because
I got it.
Yeah.
In your mind's eye, you remember most mornings of your life exiting this little shitty apartment and walking out of this is a 4th floor basement.
okay.
Wait, a 4th floor basement?
Fourth basement, floor 4, like -4.
Oh, I'm like,
Sorry.
what?
I got it.
I didn't.
I get to the part of this previously lit underground garage where you pay semi-regularly to contain a car.
Okay. Cool. I have a vehicle.
I found a group chat that just says the boys and seems to have a lot of people in it.
Oh yeah, you scroll through like members of the group chat. There's at least 200 people in this group chat.
Oh my god!
Currently, group chat is completely dead.
Maybe if you send a message to
Well,
someone.
I know I'm hungover as hell. Maybe they're also hungover.
Maybe.
I'm gonna message the group chat and just say, "Man, I'm super hungover after last night. What even happened?" Question mark. And hope to God to get some information of what group this is.
Did you forget the laughing crying emoji?
I'll put that in there.
Is it still a laughing crying emoji?
Yeah.
In the future?
Yeah.
It never dies.
It could never die.
Never dies. That's very true. You don't immediately receive a response.
Yeah, that's fair.
Would anyone like to do anything?
I want to electronically accept one of the jobs.
Which job would you like to accept?
I think either one's good.
We're gonna ask for any further information. I said maybe can we like message them and ask?
For sure, you could.
Because I think if the guy with missing son is just like, hey, my son went missing, we're like, oh, okay, where? And they're like, I don't know. And they're like, when? And they're like, I don't know. In the last month, I just went there and they're not home anymore. It's like, okay, well that's useless.
And it's like, how old is your son?
Right, let's ask for a little more details before we accept jobs.
It was described that there were some police reports.
Yes, it was linked to articles of other people that are missing. None of the articles seem to be specifically this person, but just people in general have been going missing and sort of under suspicious circumstances.
Okay.
Semi-suspicious circumstances.
Yeah, so we message the person with the missing child and ask, can we get some more information? Where was your child last seen? What is their appearance and age? Question mark. Send.
Okay. Yeah, you send that message. The person replies almost immediately. They say, "It's my son. He was only 16. My boy. My only son."
Oh, God.
It's been so long, but I know he's still alive. I know in my heart of hearts. He's such a good boy. Please, I can pay you. Please help me.
I want to just like do a quick just like scrolling through just like a news feed. How often does it seem people just go missing? Like, is that just like a normal occurrence?
It's pretty normal. It's relatively normal for people to go missing. You find a section on what seems to be a relatively official police webpage of sorts that has lists of information of people that have died. People seem to die a lot in very violent ways, but it's usually fairly loud. Ow. Dog. The people that are going missing, that this person seems to specifically think are related to his or her son, are going missing, like I said, in a suspicious way, as in, they're not people who are involved with any gang affiliations, no people involved in any illegal activity. They're people who have been known consistently to have been like shut-ins. They're sit inside and rot playing video games kind of people who are going missing. Kind of people that don't ever go outside.
Otaku? Is that the term?
I think that's in NEETs, I think is the term.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. Okay.
So there's a pattern.
Yeah.
That is somewhat outside the ordinary, but also the police are overwhelmed with other things.
For that.
Yeah.
What about the other one? The info one.
someone would like classified information stolen out of a building called a biodome. You do a little bit of research. The biodome is a huge, self-sustaining glass sphere that's just outside of city limits that essentially houses the clean and wealthy. They live in a bubble that they made themselves, away from the filth that is the rest of the city.
What's the kind of security like on that place?
Probably pretty good.
I don't know if we can do that.
Yeah. We don't seem wealthy.
I have a guitar.
No.
Pull out my giant blade. Like, it's big.
Oh, I assume it's like
It's like on my back, I guess.
you just pull it, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, surely it must be done, and then it keeps going.
Yeah, Inuyasha style. It's like,
I have this, and I just like pull out like a blunderbuss style pistol.
I don't know. I don't typically use weapons.
Same. I don't want to use this. I don't want to use this.
I pull out a heavy pistol.
I
feel
put my
fine
back
about
away.
this. I've never used firearms, but I'm sure I would get used to it.
All right. Well,
So I guess missing person then?
missing person.
To assault this place?
I guess let's go ask him.
Let's ask them for more information. Yeah.
Where were they seen last, and what were they wearing?
And when was
And
it?
when was it?
And how old are they?
16. We got that.
16, okay.
They were 16 when they disappeared.
And they were a very good
How
boy.
long? Wait, when they disappeared? How long
That's what
ago
you know.
did they disappear?
Sorry, yes. They said they're 16. They're still 16. It's been, the person who messaged you says it's been 2 months. Nobody cares. But there's people who have gone missing more recently.
Okay.
And they give you information about several other people that have gone missing more recently than her son who went missing 3-ish months ago.
Okay.
Do you think your son is even still alive at this point?
Oh, I don't even want to ask that.
Because it's a question.
Obviously they do. That's why they're asking for
Well,
money.
no, they might just be trying to figure out what's happening.
Are they? Well, I mean, I think they're probably still alive. That's my bet.
All right,
My bet is they're using them for something.
that's fair.
Could be.
All right.
All right. So let's.
I'm assuming her answer to that is yes.
Yes.
Okay.
She says yes. She says he's still alive. He would never do anything dangerous. He's my boy.
I think, ma'am, I'm talking to the computer screen, by the way. I'm
okay.
just hoping this gets to her somehow.
I'm typing it up.
Oh, thank God.
I don't put in ma'am though, because I don't think we'd know if there is a sir or ma'am.
I think didn't they say mother?
Technically, that was me.
Yeah, well,
They're
you said
speaking
mother
in first
just
person.
now.
I said
So
mother.
I assumed
You as a human being can assume mother.
Okay.
Also, by her parents' speech, you would probably assume mother.
I don't know, ma'am, but I think that their very lack of dangerous lifestyle is what made them a target.
Click, clack, send.
What are you implying about my son?
That they did nothing dangerous in any capacity and didn't go outside or do much, and that is the pattern of every person that has gone missing.
Or where has he gone?
That's a great question. So did he just go missing, like, from his room in your house? I put room in quotes. I don't know if their place is nicer than ours, but I put room in quotes.
So he was here one night, and I went to bed, and I woke up, and he was gone, and he never came home.
Do you have any security cameras around your home? I type that up, and then I look at it, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Just pure impulse question. Don't fully get it. I'm going to wait for them to respond.
There's a long moment, and she says, "There's security cameras across the street. I can't afford that kind of tech."
Has anyone looked at those?
The police might have it, but they didn't show it to me.
Alright.
Okay, so
Well,
we got to
please
get
don't
access
investigate.
to...
Police seem overwhelmed. At the very least, they're no longer investigating. Or they're stuck or unwilling
So
to...
did the police investigate?
Or did they
Maybe
just
we
take
need
the
to
report and
hit the streets and see if we know of anyone who has info.
Alright.
Alright, I think...
Have I gotten a reply out of my group chat yet?
You get a handful of woos, sick party bro,
A few vomiting emojis.
Vomit emoji, a couple of skull emojis. You get a brief video clip of what appears to be a fucking rager.
Oh, God. Can I see myself in that clip?
Oh, absolutely. You're in the clip. You're in the clip, drinking, dancing, playing. You appear to be part of the band, but you're drinking while playing music on stage.
Oh, that's never a good idea.
Powerful.
Oh, no. Okay. I belong to a band, apparently.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of expected that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's nice to know that there's some consistency.
All right.
Right?
You guys want to hit the streets.
All the world's versions of me at least do something.
I was kind of hoping we could go look at the crime scene first
Yeah, the one gives you her address.
to see if there's any like evidence of forced entry or anything like that, or like how the person got in, because it might be telling if they knew them.
We'll try to find some stairs. I guess we'll leave our apartment.
Yeah.
Definitely. You leave your apartment. Like I said, this is a 4th floor basement. -4th floor basement.
Is there just like -4 on the wall?
They're probably B4.
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 It's like, okay.
So
So we're trying to find stairs.
yeah, there's stairs. They're grimy, raw concrete stairs that you can walk several flights up until you hit a 1st floor lobby ? And you can exit to find that even outside there isn't really a lot of sunlight. It seems to be a slight drizzle, cloudy. The streets smell like garbage and motor oil, and there's people milling about, and there's it's dirty.
Spawned in Gotham.
If you look up at the sky, you see that the skyscrapers you're standing next to are immensely tall. There are hundreds and hundreds of floors.
Oh, God.
And way up high, you can see that there are actually bridges connecting the upper floors of the skyscrapers.
Must have taken some immense magic to
Get those up there.
craft those.
The upper floors that seem to receive all the sunlight that hits this part of the street for maybe a couple minutes a day.
Wow. I keep looking up, and then I stumble back a little bit because I kept looking up way too high. Lost my balance. It's very high.
Yep.
Yeah.
So who would you like to ask? Or you're going to the place?
Yes, we go into my vehicle.
Yes.
I guide everyone over to it. It is a hovercraft, so it doesn't have any actual wheels. It sits above the ground.
Well,
I don't understand it.
When it's not on, it sits on the ground.
Okay, that checks out.
It's not on. You get in and you turn it on, and it lifts itself maybe 3 or 4 inches off the ground.
Okay, cool.
What magic is this?
I don't know, but I feel mentally connected to it, so it must be my magic.
What does this parking garage look like?
Very strong wizard.
It looks like a regular
must
garage.
be.
It's like I said, it's cement, and about halfway across the room, it becomes like shitty plaster walls.
Oh, great. I feel like I would definitely also walk through, as we're walking into the garage in this, I would also notice, and there's just like, I assume there's like an area that's just like flyers and like pamphlets and shit just stuck everywhere and
You walk
everything.
out, there's also people milling about, and a couple of them recognize you and just say hi and move on with their lives.
And I'm just like, oh, hi. And then as I get it, I'd definitely like probably like look at like some of those flyers and just like see my own face on one of them and just be like, oh. And it just says, the world sucks. Music makes it suck less.
Oh, that's a nice message.
And I'm just like, oh.
And now we've learned something.
I
This
guess.
place sucks.
Yeah, I guess this place sucks.
I could have told you that.
And I guess I'm some kind of... People keep saying hi to me. So I think I'm known. I have flyers.
Could be.
You sure they're not saying hi to me?
Could just be people here are really
They couldn't
friendly.
say- I don't think they were saying hi to you. They didn't look at you in any capacity when they said hi. And when you kept walking, they didn't seem to care.
Most people don't look at me when they talk to me because I am intimidating, I think.
That's a.
I take a good, hard look at Brock. Does he look intimidating in his current form? Or is this all bravado?
Well, Brock is currently wearing body armor.
Okay.
Oh God.
So
yes.
and wielding the Inuyasha sword and an assault rifle.
Okay,
yeah,
I nod. I'm like, okay, you got it in this one. When you're not wearing your monk's robes.
I'm gonna sit in the back because it seems like I'm important. So drive me.
Okay.
I will sit in the front and take out my gun.
Hell yeah! I have
Cool.
an escort.
You
feels
find that it's a little cramped in the car.
I don't like this. My gun is big.
My
It's
chauffeur
bigger than
needs to
yours,
upgrade
at
their ride.
Okay, it's not a competition, guys. I adjust the rear view mirror, and underneath there's a little tag that says Lucinda, which is the name of the car.
God.
It was part of character creation to name it. Yeah. I mentally connect with the car, and I guess hands-free drive it.
Oh God.
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
can free drive it.
All right. Well, that's so you have magic in this world.
I sure do. Mainly, I've only discovered it in relation to this vehicle, but I'm liking it. I, without pushing any buttons, lean my seat back a little bit, and I get cozy.
A technomancer of sorts.
It seems
Yeah,
so.
It seems so. The address the woman gives you isn't too far away.
Oh, that's good. I'm assuming I just yell at the car. Take us to this address.
I'm controlling the car.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just yelling at it. Maybe it.
Don't yell at me. I'm already driving us. And we go off.
Bye.
I guess how I'd still need to put on GPS, and then how would that work? So GPS is on in the car or on something. I'm reading the map directions, and then I'm using that to tell the car where to go.
I suppose. I suppose that's how it would work in this case. You get the feeling that in most cases you would just know where things are.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. It's a bit harder for us. Okay. Let's get over there.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's not too far away. The address the woman gives you is not an underground apartment like
thank
yours.
Wow.
It seems to be an above ground
Ground floor?
third floor
Third floor.
Okay.
Rich bitch.
apartment.
I don't think anyone who is below the giant giga skywalks are rich.
Well,
I think we're all sad.
You walk in, and indeed, it's neater, it's tidier, but it's by no means wealthy.
For all I know, compared to our place, this must be opulence.
You walk in, and the woman is waiting for you with bated breath, and she greets you, and she shakes each of your hands, and she says, "Please, you have to help me."
that's what we're here to do.
That's our plan, yeah.
Yep.
We will do our best.
So where is there, and I pulled up little air quotes, room?
I left everything just as it was the day Timmons disappeared.
The day
Timmons?
Sorry,
Timmons.
Timmons?
My son Timmons.
Alright.
I love that.
She leads you to the only bedroom in
The Timmons room.
apartment. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yes, the
they don't
bedroom.
have their own bedroom?
It's only a one bedroom apartment, so she seems to just like live on the couch.
Oh, that's
Wow. Okay.
It's a dedicated mom.
Yeah, no kidding. Good going.
The room is rather small, but it has a bed and it has a deck. A computer set up that is decked the fuck out.
Nice.
Okay.
I want to try to assess the room. Does anything look off? Does anything look forced? Does anything look like someone went out a window? Does it look like...
That's Edge, I think.
Yeah, assess his edge.
Please roll to assess.
Yeah, roll your
Can
2d6.
we help each other?
You can help. You roll plus link to help.
Okay, cool.
While they're looking around the room, I go to Timmons' mother and I ask if she knows the
What?
access code to the computer.
Alright, does a 9 help?
I'm pretty sure it does, yes.
Okay. So that 9 helps my 2 plus 1.
Oh. I should
So, plus 1. So,
What's the total?
my on dice was 3, and I add 1 to edge. So, 4 plus whatever Brock adds.
So probably 5.
Oof.
So that's a super fail.
You guys like trip over something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
that's absolutely a fail. So you get nothing out of this.
Yeah, that's fair.
You
I'm
look
just looking around and I don't know what to look for in any
You look
capacity.
around, you're like picking things up, and you're like, I don't know what this is, and you're putting them back down. And one of them slips off a surface and shatters on the ground, but you're not sure what it is
Whoops.
that you just broke. The
Nice.
woman
Yeah.
begins to cry.
Oh.
Ma'am, have you heard of the mega church?
Again with this?
Yeah.
Which mega church?
There's-
Oh. Yeah.
What do you mean there's more than one? Did they fracture?
Well, I'm not Catholic. But
What, no, I'm asking you to be mega church.
they're the evangelical megachurch. Is it the Protestant megachurch? Megachurch is a
There's so many.
category of church.
Are there that many followers to the God megachurch? Or
Well, megachurch isn't a church. It's a category.
There's been
oh,
so
that's so embarrassing for you, Brock.
There's been so much fracturing since.
Maybe in this world they're not a god, but in the last
Are you
world
saying
they're
it in
like,
front of this woman?
yeah.
Well,
So confused.
I think that maybe they've just lost their way.
Okay. Oh yeah, I
Do
forgot.
either of you see anything in this room that is off
Well,
or indicative of a kidnapping?
Well, I was helping you, and we couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
either.
What about you, Kaz?
Kaz.
You
I
can't
wanted-
do worse.
I wanted to ask Timmons' mother to log into his computer to see if we can find any records of what he was doing before he was missing.
Sorry, out of character. Look at this room.
Yeah?
His mom does not know his passwords.
She might. She might be one of those moms who's like, you can have your own room, but we don't do locks on doors or locks on computers.
He's got a lock on his computer.
Let's ask Timmons' mother, okay? So, is there access to the computer?
Mrs. Mother's crying. He says, I haven't touched any of it since he disappeared.
I pat her on the shoulder. I'm like, I know, it's very hard, but we need to do everything that we can to find him, and I think there might be answers on his computer. Do you know how to get onto it?
Can you do roll me style?
Oh, oh no.
Oh. 5 and a 3.
7, because I have -1 to style.
Oh God.
Not good at
Seven's
it.
the same as 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Success.
You have to ask a certain number of questions, I think.
No, style is just to get them to do what you want. Not, Sarah's not investigating.
But isn't there like a complication with a 7?
Complications with 7, advance appropriate clocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not,
And it isn't always complications for things like hit the
Immediately.
street. 7 is what you want, and then 10 is you get extra. So
Yeah.
7 isn't necessarily always complicated. Sometimes it's just what you want happens.
Isn't hit the streets like you? Isn't that the one where you have to?
You try to get a contact to help you.
Yeah, and on 7 to 9, bad things happen.
On a 7 plus, you just get what you want.
Yes, but
Oh,
also bad things.
Oh
happen.
yeah.
Yep.
Fair.
Bad things happen, but the bad things are not necessarily immediately right now to you.
Right.
Alrighty.
Bad things might happen that you can't currently
Okay.
see. Yeah, the woman is crying, and you're comforting her, and she sits down in his chair, and she cries a little harder sitting down in
Aw.
his chair. And then she digs through his drawers and finds a sticky note with a really long password written on it.
Aww.
This man, no way. No way, this boy.
He's only 16. He needs a sticky, or he'll forget.
And she types in the password, and his computer opens.
Nice. Thank you so much for your help.
This boy doesn't use a password manager. He's not a true stay-at-home boy.
When it opens up, are there any pages or applications open?
You find something that looks sort of like a group forum chat open, a couple of web pages, an idle video game that's accumulated a lot of points.
Nice.
All hail idlers.
Hey, we know how forums work now.
We sure do.
It's essentially a group chat that exists between him and his people. You scroll around a little bit. These seem to be people that that he knows, that he's familiar with. These are his friends that he was chatting up.
Mm-hmm.
And the last couple of messages have to do with them going to some sort of event.
Okay. And was that like the day of his disappearance?
Yeah. What day did he go missing again?
It was about 3 months ago.
And
What was
I
it?
assume the mother would know the exact date.
You would know the exact date. It was a Friday about 3 months ago.
Okay.
And is this message, when is that in relation to?
When is that event?
Immediately before.
Okay.
So we gotta go there.
Alright.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, is anyone else in the forum have a name similar to or exactly the same as the people who've been missing more recently?
Absolutely. You look up the people and you do your best to cross-reference the screen names with their real names. Would you know how to do that?
Oh.
Good question.
They're using their real names.
They're not, which is why I'm thinking about whether or not Sarah would know how to
cross-reference.
Yeah, if it's like
Real names
Catherine and like Kathy Kitty 102, you know?
I see.
Some of them might be blatant, but some of them might not.
Yeah.
Could that be a mind roll? Because mind is research, right?
Research. Yeah, this seems like a research thing. Do me a research roll.
Is the research one of this
That's
available
okay.
moves?
One of the basic moves.
Okay. And so that's plus mind?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Oh,
9.
9 on die.
Yeah.
You see, the research should be one of the basic moves, Tori.
Research mind. When you investigate a person, place, or object or service using a library, dossier, or database. Ask a question from the list below or roll mind. 7 to 9.
7 to 9, the Leo will answer our question.
Oh,
Yeah, I answer one of the questions from the list, or his list. And you get intel, which is separate from the question. It's intel in brackets, which means at some point in the future when you would need a piece of intel that you could feasibly have, but you didn't think ahead of time to look it up, you can use that intel to just know a thing.
Okay, nice.
Also, 7 to 9, they answer whatever your question was. On a 10 plus, they will answer your question and a follow-up question from the list. So your question doesn't have to be from the list necessarily. The additional question from a 10 plus.
So your question is: are the people in this group chat people who have gone missing recently? You can't connect all of them because some of the screen names are really absolute nonsense to you.
Yeah.
Are there any questions in the list that are helpful to us?
Where would I find blank? How secure is blank? Who or what is related to blank? Who owned or employed blank? Who or what is blank most valuable to? What is the relationship between blank and blank?
Not
Maybe.
really.
Well, I think the last one, maybe, like, we could see if they're having
Well-
relationships outside of the forum.
I think the additional one of who employed could be kind of twisted into like who employed these people to go to that party kind of deal. Like who is the initiator?
Mm-hmm.
But regardless,
But we don't
what
have
was
that.
your question?
Are any of these people
Yeah.
who have gone missing? Like I said, you can't connect all of them, but some of them definitely seem to have screen names that correlate with first or middle names of people who've gone missing.
All right.
Well,
It's a good connection.
we've got a lead.
So we gotta go to wherever that party was.
Yeah, and
Is there
then
like an address or anything? I
There.
had to have known how to get there.
It's like a capital letter named event, but the event seems to have been held at a place where just like events are held in general.
Yeah.
But you do have a little bit of intel about what who was running the event, which is a company that seems to specialize in like AI generated cyber vacation sort of nonsense.
okay.
AI generated cyber vacations. What is
The
that?
future is now.
Features in that.
I don't imagine what that would be.
It's probably something VR.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
VR
like
vacation.
a VR sort of thing. Get away, escape your life.
Is this? Oh, this is just gonna be like an isekai moment where they've just been VR vacation trapping people in vacation worlds.
Oh no, it's worse. What if it's not vacation worlds? What if it's other universes?
What
And
if
they're
it's,
using these VR things to explore the other universe to find something for that small boy that we're.
Oh no,
oh, that could
maybe.
be bad.
Maybe we're just VR people who have lost their memories of being pre-VR.
This is getting way too and I'm hating this. All right, we have a lead.
Anyway,
Yeah,
yes.
if we scroll down to the chat, are there any like newer messages that being like, hey, there's a new event coming up soon?
Oh yeah, you go to the company's website. There's a new. They seem to hold events pretty frequently. They're holding one this Friday. Today is Wednesday.
Okay, so we got a few days. We should hit up that party. See
Yeah.
if
See if
anyone
we
go
get
missing,
kidnapped.
We should prepare ourselves beforehand. Perhaps we should get the ability to surveil the area.
That seems fair.
What do you think would be useful? And or would you like to name any contacts that you can contact?
I think anyone who, or anything that could help us with surveillance, like drones or.
So would you like to name a fixer that can help you acquire gear?
I have to know their name.
Well, you can just name one. Once per session, you have to be like, I know a person, and then you do.
I might just then text the boys.
Absolutely, the boys. The boys. Some of them. A lot of them seem to be awake now.
Yeah, just be like, hey, some people seem to be going missing, and that's pretty not cool.
Not very chill.
And this,
of them.
this
Someone answers, stop harshing the vibe.
be like, you know, if we think we know where it's happening, any of y'all want to come help out and just like have eyes at a bunch of places at this event, just so that we can see what's going on and maybe get these guys to stop screwing up the vibes, kidnapping people.
Tell them they're harshing the mellow of partying
They're
by kidnapping
harshing
people.
the party by kidnapping people.
Yeah.
You sent them the link to the event, and they're like, "Oh shit, the fucking VR disco! Wow, you fucking passes, dude. Invite only."
Oh
Working
no.
on it.
We gotta get the invites.
Okay. I know who we can contact.
Oh, good.
Oh, you know a VR invite person?
I totally do. Their name is Bronson.
Bronson.
And Bronson is really good at making fake IDs and stuff.
Okay, so fake invites.
Oh, you got a fake ID fixer. You wanna
forger.
go see Bronzer? You wanna
I love that you
see
could
stuff
make
on-
any person with any connection, and you're like, this person makes fakes. Not this person can get us real access tickets.
I feel like
You have to name how you know them also, so a little bit more information. Declare
well,
contact.
I'm a hunter killer person. I used to be in the military, and then I left, and now I'm a merc. So I probably use them.
You frequently would need passes to get into a lot of places where you have to do contacts.
And then I want you to name me why you owe them a favor or why they owe you a favor.
They owe me a favor because I saved their life one time.
Nice.
And by
Classic.
that I mean I didn't kill them when it was part of my contract.
Ooh, that's pretty big. Foregoing a job for this person.
Yeah.
We're going.
Well, I knew they would be useful in the future.
Nice.
Alrighty. Would you like to go to Bronson? Hit the streets and go to Bronson?
Yeah, get in
Let's
my
go.
vehicle.
That's a thing you do.
From Vroom.
I think I have to roll some.
Roll style to hit the streets. Go to contact for help.
That's a 7 on die.
Is
You
there
have nothing?
is there a downside to helping?
Get what you want. I'm gonna double check, but I think the downside is You have to be there, and whatever happens to him happens to you.
Okay.
That already is the case because we're in the same car.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah, you
help.
just not enter the room.
But helping wouldn't help because it wouldn't get me to 10.
How far are you?
I'm at 7.
I can help with that.
So you,
When I'm jacked in through my neural interface to a cyber-linked vehicle, which Lucinda is, if you help someone, roll links plus your car's power. My car's power is 2, so I would roll 3.
Yeah. No.
Or I had 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then if you
yes, sorry.
you succeed, you
Okay.
add 1.
Okay. Yeah, no, I misinterpreted the numbers.
Can you add 2 if you get a 10? Helping? Is that a thing with help?
can you add it to?
Like does it like add more if you get like a 10 in the same way like a 7 to 9 is an adds 1?
Okay. On a 7 to 9, you add 1 or minus 2. Then you're implicated. There is no 10 plus for
Okay.
helping.
Mm.
Welcome to the joys of us also half figuring out systems at the
Yep.
same time. Alright, now we know.
Okay.
So yeah, no, nothing we could do could get him to do a better bracket, so.
Not
What?
worth.
You get what you want.
Yeah, I just have to pick 2 of the bad things, right?
Yes.
I'm okay with this costing extra. And what are my other options?
Take some time, attract unwanted attention, complications, or consequences, or they
You need to
your
help them out with something. If you turn, or you could turn them down to help it, but then you would take a -1 ongoing to this move with them until you make it right.
I'm fine with that. I'll do that one because they owe me already anyways.
Okay, so the consequences you owe them now.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Alright, you show
Which is
up.
a weird.
Where
not
does
even right now.
Bronson live?
I don't know. I don't know what the city is.
Give me use your mind a little bit.
Maybe he's like middle of the apartment kind of vibes.
The
Ooh.
apartment's kind of vibes. Is it a house? Is it in a warehouse? Is it like a
Oh my god, can you imagine if he has his own house?
No, I think
Yeah.
Bronson.
like a warehouse? Does he own a coffee shop that's just a front?
No, Bronson's a
Ooh.
corpo.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
why he has access to such high level tech.
Yeah.
Okay, who does Bronson work for? Is it like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll stop it. I'll stop with the questions.
Yeah. We could do world building for the next hour if
I
we
would
want
prefer
to.
that this was not a one shot.
Yeah.
Me, you walk up to. Sorry, where'd you say it lives?
Well, he's a corpo, so he probably has an apartment run.
Is
Like,
that
don't
where
they
you-
get sponsored
They
usually?
yes. He would have a sponsored apartment.
Up in the sunny place?
Up in a sunny place.
What?
Is that where you meet Bronson when you go to do business?
Oh,
Unlikely.
heck no. We meet on a street corner somewhere.
On a street corner, or do you meet like in an internet cafe?
Ooh.
Probably a street corner.
Street corner and out and about in the exterior.
How much does it cost to get a whack of passes?
Well, we only need 3.
Well, like
3 for you.
But then weren't we also trying to get some for like to get more people
okay.
in so we can like have more eyes everywhere, keeping an eye on the place.
Oh, I wasn't planning on people eyes. I was planning on like tech eyes.
I was thinking
Yeah, like
also
little
people
drones.
Because we can't see through people eyes.
Yeah, but we can like text each other, keep track.
Yeah.
The eyes matter changes a little bit if we're going to a VR disco, because everyone's eyes are going to be in VR.
Well, what do you mean?
Imagine it sort of like one of those discos where you go and everyone's listening to their own music, but instead everyone's in their own VR world.
Mm-hmm.
But they might still have enough like AR capabilities to know that there's other people standing around.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's still important for us to have tech
Mm-hmm.
because it can give us like sensors when people are leaving the room or something. Like maybe we could plant something like that.
If we can get drones, I can control them remotely, which means that I could be in the VR space and see through the drones as well and control them. Right?
You would. What kind of drone would you be looking for? For like a high-tech military drone, or just like a regular?
It just needs to be something that
Yeah, probably just like a tiny drone.
Well,
So it'd be like small, fragile, stealthy with the sensor.
yeah, it needs to be something that's reasonable to have in that space. Otherwise, it would be suspicious.
Because tiny ones are insect size. Those would be pretty easy to like
Mhm.
bring in with us.
Yeah. And relatively simple to hide.
Yeah, and my Neuralink is multitasking enabled, so I can control multiple drones at the same time.
Would that drone be able to operate as like a sensor? Like if something passes by it, we would notice.
Probably.
Yeah.
How much are tickets to this place?
Yeah, we gotta figure that out first.
Invite only means they
Yeah,
give
but how
you
much
an
are
invite.
how much are the tickets we're paying for?
The tickets you're paying for? They're probably relatively inexpensive, especially because they're fake.
Yeah. What
But they're-
level
they're
of fake
high
are
quality
they?
fake.
They're high
Are they like
quality-
people who have RSVP'd no, this person is hacked in, made them RSVP yes, and made these the tickets for them, or?
Who knows?
It depends how much you want to pay. So, like, if you want a ticket that looks legit, but if they tried to scan it, it wouldn't go through.
We need it to be scannable, otherwise they won't let us in.
Yeah. If you want it to be scannable, I'd say that would cost at least 1 credit per person.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm down.
So that would be just for us then, I guess, unless we want to spend extra money, but we only have 5 each.
Yeah. So, what is what is the setup of the event?
We don't know.
Well, it's on what they're talking about.
Oh, that's
We're
true.
talking about it. It's a sort of enter, no outside tech allowed. They provide all necessary software, and it's sort of a secured, closed building.
Oh.
No outside tech allowed.
No
Did they
outside
say
tech
how
allowed.
they enforce that? Because I imagine there's a lot of people with cyberware, so they can't just do a
Cyberware,
metal
yeah,
scan.
they can't do metal scan. The no outside tech seems to be relatively like a hey, if we find you
Like,
dispersing information
in the
like
same way they say
video or audio
don't
information
don't
outside.
film a movie in a
Yeah.
theater.
Okay.
Yeah, if they find you dispersing in video or audio information outside of the event, they will track you down and enforce a fine.
Yeah.
Pretty hefty fine.
Is there like music? Is it like live music? Is there anything going on?
Because it's an AR VR event, there's no like in-person band, but there does seem to be like a Hatsune Miku
Like a disco god.
Nice.
thing going on.
All right.
Alright, cool beans. So we buy our tickets, at the very least. And
Yep.
then I guess based on how much money we need to spend on other things for this job, we might have some left over to add some more people to it.
Yeah, we can see.
But we need to go find some drones. I probably know a person. Because as a driver, I'm very connected in terms of vehicle manufacturers and tech manufacturers.
Absolutely, you would know a person. Who do you know?
It's called Tony.
Tony.
Of course,
Tony.
You got a
Tony.
Tony.
You got a
He,
Tony.
He has his own car shop. Tony does.
Yeah, he does.
And he makes most of his living fixing up cars in his car shop.
But on the side, he keeps some of the spare parts. And he makes
Yeah.
naughty little surveillance drones.
You walk into his car shop and you yell, "Hey, Tony!" And one of the other guys working the floor looks at you and yells, "Tony!" louder. To Tony's office.
Nice. And there's just a chain of people yelling Tony.
Tony! Someone's here for you, Tony!
Get off your ass, Tony.
Oh, so good. Tony's my favorite guy. You guys will love Tony. He's a real character. Real sweetheart.
Tony comes out from his office and he goes, "Hey, hey, hey, Kaz! My favorite driver."
Doing
He
good.
says that to everybody.
Yeah. I lean in close and say, "Listen, Kaz, I got a little
Kaz?
Sorry,
Listen,
you're listening to me.
I walk up to you and I'm like, all right, you, now listen, myself.
Wait, no, I can turn this around. Listen, Kaz needs
Okay, you're in third person.
Is that better?
No, I was using deranged.
Alright, slip of the tongue. I speak normally to Tony, and I let him know that I got some work lined up and I need some very tiny drones if he could hook me up.
He looks at me and says, yo, come into my office. Let's talk somewhere a little more quiet.
Of course. Is it cool if my friends join?
So,
They're good. They're good for it. You brought that?
always have it.
The office is small, babe. Some one-on-one. Come on.
Don't
Alright.
worry, I'll stay outside. I'll make sure no ruffians get in.
Okay. Hey, you watch out for him, okay? Make sure nothing goes wrong. Make sure he doesn't, stab someone with that huge sword.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I just nod and then just start playing some sick riffs.
If anything, I would cut them.
I sigh so deeply. And I say, one-on-one works, Tony.
Alright, come on. He leads you up to his office. It's relatively small. It smells so strongly like cigarette smoke.
Mm-hmm.
The walls are covered in old vintage photos of cars and shit, and you know, because you've seen it before, that there's a false wall behind which he hides illicit technology that he owns, and he says, you gotta be more specific about what you need.
Alright, I need tiny drones with sensor capabilities for vision, motion. Mainly I just need to be able to see through their eyes.
Are you talking tiny? He holds his fingers about 3 inches apart, or tiny? He puts his fingers together.
Tiny. I put my fingers together.
Also, if you want to be able to
The
access
smaller the
it
better.
remotely, they need to have a satellite relay.
Do they?
Satellite relay, so it would allow things to be
I don't think
access
so.
to maintain from a distance.
I don't think that's accurate. Because I have satellite relay on my cyberware. That's one of the
Satellite
not on it,
relay, the cyberware can be controlled remotely.
by a third party.
Okay.
As in
Are you
someone
actively
else.
controlling it and piloting all of the drones while inside?
well no, but I can remote control them because of my remote control module in my brain.
Okay.
The way I interpret that one, sorry, it was by someone else, that being not you. It's often installed as a
Yeah.
backdoor by
Yeah, I didn't
micromanaging
think you were going to be
corporations.
actively piloting and managing all of the drones simultaneously
Yeah.
while also there. Doing
I've got
stuff.
multitasking, baby.
Okay.
I should be able to do it.
She is capable,
All right.
technically. Says, what you look for is don't come cheap.
Oh, come on, Tony. It's barely any scrap on them. So small.
Those teeny tiny chips that go in them. Getting harder and harder to find. Please roll me hit the streets style.
Alright.
I love the idea of someone walking up to a brand new CPU and being like, "Look how tiny it is, though. That should be worth a couple dollars. Look how small it is." And it's
But
no, but that's
it's
incredibly advanced technology. The fact that they fit all that stuff in a smaller space is what makes it partially more expensive.
That and the gold.
So this is
It does all
style.
the things that a larger drone could do.
Exactly.
But it's more expensive because it's tiny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't have any weapon systems on it.
No. It's just a surveillance drone.
I love the idea you put your fingers together. It's that tiny that it fits between your two fingers while
It was
touching,
exaggerated.
but it also just has a 9mm Glock just permanently on it. It looks like it's just a flying handgun.
Fun fact, small sized drones, which the tiny, funny enough, I think the tiny drone is technically has a small tag, can be equipped with a gun that deals 2 damage.
That's whack.
Yeah.
What was your roll?
I haven't rolled yet. I've already done the talking, but I kind of wish I'd played hardball instead, because I have -1 to style, but I have +1 to edge. But
Your -1 to style, and you're here chit-chatting Tony up on casual?
because I'm deep in the roleplay, Leah. Okay. What is that? 1 to 6.
6 and a 3.
It's not bad.
9 on die.
8.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Sarah, small is rat or cat sized.
Yeah.
And tiny is insect sized. They're
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, but tiny has this tag small, as per this drone building section of my character sheet.
It should have the tag tiny.
Oh, then that's a misprint. Presumably.
The tag small doesn't do anything, actually. But in the book, it has the tag tiny.
Okay.
And the small one doesn't have the tag small. Anyways, an 8, you get what you want, but it costs you extra.
Okay.
That was just
Well,
more expensive.
It
things.
might cost you extra. You pick one of the...
2.
Where'd the move go?
You pick 2.
2 of the things.
Oh, yeah.
You have
Sorry, which one am I looking at?
Hit the streets.
Oh, okay,
7 and
okay. Your request is going to cost extra. Your request is going to take some time to put together. Your request is going to attract a lot of attention. Your contact needs you to help them out with something. If you turn them down. Well, how much is it costing before costing me extra?
That's a good question. Equipment. So a fair price for a tiny drone. That's a good question.
Because presumably we need at least a few of them to monitor the big building.
So this would be a legal drone.
Mm.
a legal drone or illegal drone?
A legal drone. So
Okay.
this drone would not be
A
illegal.
legal drone or illegal drone?
Very different.
Yeah.
But it is expensive. So before doubling, it might cost you 4 cred.
For one or for like a few?
For, let's say, a set of 3.
It cost me before doubling. You said 4? Okay, that's all my money. So it's going to.
So if it costs you extra, it would cost you 8 cred.
That's not gonna happen.
Why? We have creds. What are we going to do with them?
Isn't there anything else that we need to procure?
What?
I don't know. Did we want to get more tickets for the other people, or is this like our?
I just think that other people also wearing VR is not as useful as the drones that we can see out of at the same time as our VR.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could text us if they see anything, but they'll see the same things that we do,
If I pick
which is
2 of them, not including it's going to cost extra, could we just buy 4, 8, 2 times the amount of drones? Just have more vision? 6 little baby drones?
depending on which ones you pick. Because if you pick, it'll take longer. They might not be ready by the time the mission starts.
Mm.
You gotta pick your negative.
I guess so. But like it takes longer just means you can't get it at all for the job?
It would take longer. Like I said, the people who are throwing the party seem to throw parties regularly. So that would mean you wouldn't meet this Friday's deadline. You would have to wait until the following Friday, probably,
Okay.
at least.
Sure, let's
More
just.
people might go missing.
Yeah. Which, while violent, Brock still cares about people.
Alright, let's just have it cost extra then. Cost extra, and going forward I'll need to help them with something.
Alright.
For sure.
Brock,
Tony,
is that your money?
Yeah, sure.
Extra 4 creds? Alright.
Tony opens up a panel on the wall behind a picture of a... I can't name any cars. I don't know.
Porsche.
Insert old specific car model here.
You could do a modern car model, it'd be old by then.
A 2022
Just like just the Cybertruck is on there.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Anyone idolize that piece of garbage?
They don't idolize it. It's just there. Yeah.
And there's a safe, and he opens the safe, and he pulls out a little case that fits in his hand, and inside are 3 little tiny drones shaped like flies, almost indistinguishable from real flies.
Mm-hmm.
And he slides them across the table, and he winks at you and says, "You owe me one. I'll be in contact."
Sure, Tony. Thanks so much for your business.
Anytime, hon. Anytime.
Well, how we're paying him double, and he's like, "You owe me one."
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't going to give it to you at all.
Rude dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
He didn't give you it all, but Kaz has a reputation. That she upholds around here, seemingly.
Okay. Cool. For all we know, he needed these for like a different client, and he just like screwed them over because now they will need more time or something, and that's why we owe him. There could be a lot of lore going on behind the scenes.
Lord, we don't have time for.
You
Yeah.
don't have time for, and favors that you don't have time to repay.
Yep.
The
Love it.
one shots.
We're
Right.
cashing a check that someone else in this body later on will cash.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got our tiny drones, we got our tickets. Is there anything else we need to do, or are we good to time skip to Friday?
Well,
I'm just
we
trying to think.
have 4 credits left.
You don't have to spend all your money. It's not an arcade.
Yeah, we might as well.
What
I'm
information?
just trying to think, like, what else would be beneficial?
Probably getting in contact with one of the people who knew Timmons. Someone from the forum. See if we could bribe them for information when they last saw them, what the parties are like, that kind of deal.
Yeah, we could try to, like, find someone who's been to the parties before.
Or maybe we could bribe a doorman or something to make sure that we don't get checked too thoroughly.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sure.
You could probably make a connection that you know a doorman. Or no, the doorman.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I know most event security. Most event security places know
most
me.
event security.
Because I apparently have events.
You
So
would know
cool.
most event security. That's absolutely something someone would know.
Yeah.
Someone you'd know. Do you want to name a contact, or do you want to just figure out who the security is for this specific event?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess that's kind of the joy of the system. Is like normally I would say like I don't really know who the hell is working the door tonight, but I can just decide.
You could just decide.
That just like Sasha is working the door that night.
Sasha's working the door now, or
Yeah,
at
for
least
that event.
is manning the team that is manning the
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Sasha's a part of a company that does a lot of sort of like events, not necessarily security, but event like ushering and hosting and planning and all that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. You hit up Sasha on your phone.
And be like, yo, I heard this event's going on. Got tickets, but like, you know, I'm not big for when people are like getting all up in my space and just like, you know me, and just like let me in.
And me.
And
I have
me
a
as
few
well.
Me and my
too many
group.
weapons, I think, to be let in normally.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want like a notepad? What are you bringing in?
Nothing out of the normal, you know. I
Your
always
9-string guitar.
Yeah, it's like I always got my guitar on me. I don't go anywhere without that.
And then we shove our weapons in the guitar
But like
case.
just
Can't have nobody touching the guitar. You're not playing, are you?
you know, you never know. You never know when a spur of the moment arises, but you know there's no plan to.
So classic
doing
guitar
nothing
guy.
dangerous. You're not doing nothing dangerous. These people always have guns all over.
You know me. When do I ever do anything dangerous? I'm trying to get the danger to stop. You know, it's harshing the vibes.
Nah, I don't know, man. These people are real sus.
No.
Which people?
Guys doing the event. Everybody stands in a room in dead silence and pretends they're in the same room in VR, but they're kind of not. I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird.
It is
Those
weird.
fuckers who spend all their time a fucking digital prostitutes always weird me out.
That's fair.
Oh no.
So, you think you can get us in?
Do you want to roll for
Yeah,
it?
let's go.
Does it help that we already have tickets?
You already have tickets, so the cost, even if there is a cost, is very low. For just like hey, that one, don't pat him down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 9. Can either of you help
Oh.
in any way?
Either you like to
Could I
roll the help?
Could I help by intimidating?
Or just by being look, I'm all chill. Or maybe Sarah helps, just look, I'm all chill and shit. There's,
Yeah.
the people I'm bringing in are no worry. You don't I'm fine, they're fine. You don't need to worry.
Sure. If I rolled to help, are we doing this call out of the car? In which case, can I roll plus my car's power?
If we are in the car.
Yeah, I rev the car with my brain to make it make cool sounds.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. The people I'm with are, rich people. They're not, you don't worry about them. Look at how fancy their cars are.
Oh.
Well, that's
7.
That is 7.
Still 7.
It is 7. It's 4
Thank
on
goodness
that,
for that
thank
plus
God for
3.
the plus 2.
It's plus 3.
Yeah, well, it's the plus 2 from the car on top of the
A
1.
7
Yeah.
is a +1 to your
Which
roll.
brings me to a
Brings you
10.
to a 10.
Whew.
Let's go.
Close call.
And so that means not only do I get what I want, but I get a little something extra. Intel or gear.
Oh yeah, you get either intel or gear. Yeah.
I think we should just take the intel.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
figure
Intel.
out why they think they're so sketchy or
Yeah.
dangerous.
Well, the intel is for later.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, right.
You don't have to
Okay.
define the intel.
Okay.
So we have 2 intel.
We're gonna take. Yeah, so we have 2 Intels. I want an extra Intel.
Absolutely.
Nice.
All right, I got us in. I'm the one person that hit the street good, but that's because I'm actually built for style.
I got us.
Hey,
I
you're
got us the
doing
ticket.
great.
Sarah got us.
You both just had to shell out a ton to
Yeah.
do it. I didn't have to shell out.
I didn't.
Your future self shelled out.
Yeah. I didn't pay any extra.
If I had more time, I would make you pay for that right now. I
Yeah.
don't have that time.
Yep.
All right. Are you fast forwarding to Friday?
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
Friday.
Fantastic. Friday. You show up. This place, it's like a stadium, sort of. Like it used to be a stadium, but people don't play these sports anymore.
I
I guess they do, but they rented a stadium the way bands do after games.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's fun.
use stadiums
Great.
all the time.
I just processed what this event actually is, and it's so much funnier than I was giving it credit for at the beginning, because they take a bunch of people who just sit in front of their computers at home, and they brought them to a together location where they sit together but alone on their VR sets. So it's like they really this could have been an email of parties. They could have just stayed at home.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely fucking right.
That's
But
really funny.
They can touch each other here.
Unless they
I
don't.
guess so.
What if they don't have VR at home?
Yeah,
I guess.
they provide all the tech is provided.
It's kind of like a PC bong then.
You say that like that means anything to me.
Sure.
It's like a
Like a
PC
LAN party?
cafe.
Oh, PC cafe, sort of,
okay.
but
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah.
But alright.
So sorry. It's just I'm just trying to think for this event so they can touch each other. Does that mean that they're in that space, but as their VR avatars, and they can just high five and do whatever they want?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Alright. Let's head in there.
Absolutely.
I
You
see
arrive at the
Sasha's
stadium.
folks.
Sasha's folks, as you walk in, Sasha sees you and he whispers to the person who's patting people down, and they don't pat you down as you walk through the door.
yeah.
You have everything on you. Your
I give
phone,
Sasha a
your
fist
tech, your everything.
Nice.
Not your car.
My
Not the
giant-
If you really
You're
wanted
just
to,
driving
hit
a
it.
car up
That's
the
acceptable.
staircases inside the building.
Well, it's
Not socially acceptable. It's a
What-
cover car.
what is my car has off road? It would definitely be off road.
You're right, it's definitely off road.
Yeah.
While you could technically drive the car here, I'm assuming you're not driving the
No.
car here.
And I think when that's
Did I
right.
get both my gun and my sword in?
You're not frisked.
Now, if they find you carrying it around, that's its own thing. But I'm getting you past the door.
Okay.
What do
It's
you
really obvious that I have it. It's a big sword.
I guess we could have, in our downtime, put a little bit of like cosplay foam around it and pretended it was like a character
You
sword.
could absolutely put like foam in it. There are definitely people here who are like dressed up because they think this is fucking cool, and now they're going to AR, which is stupid for them to dress up.
Yeah.
They're doing it anyways.
Someone would definitely do that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So if you want to, you can try to pass it off as a fake, and I would say that would work from a distance, but as soon as you start using it as a sword, it's clearly no longer a fake.
Oh,
Yeah, you start like slashing people in real
Cut it in
blood.
half, and it's like, well, that's not foam.
Yeah, classic not foam swords.
I would say you could reasonably encase it in foam, even if it's just the sheath is encased in foam, to make it look like an anime sword.
And my gun.
That's it. That's in your pocket.
Yeah, just keep that in there.
It's an assault rifle.
Keep it under your...
You said like a backpack. It's in a trench coat. Come on,
Yeah,
man,
it's
hide
a
it.
backpack.
Backpack, trench
A
coat, hoodie.
backpack, an assault rifle.
Yeah. It's a
big backpack.
Fold.
Listen, Tori's carrying a guitar case. You're carrying like a keyboard case. There's an assault rifle inside of it instead of a keyboard.
Okay.
You get it in, but boy, if anyone looked too closely, your disguises would not hold up at all.
No.
This is what you got. You got through security.
All right.
Cool.
You do, if you look around, see that up in the higher levels of the stadium are clearly armed guards of sorts. There is security here. It seems.
of sorts?
It's a little difficult to tell because being down here where the lights are really bright, it's hard to really make out a lot of detail, but definitely there are people with guns walking over.
Could I?
Oh, is it hard to see? Is
To
it
see.
throw out my flies? They're gonna go see. I've got drones.
You absolutely do have drones. And
So
you dedicate a drone to like hovering on up there. There are guards, and there are more guards here than you think is reasonable
Oh,
for this kind of event.
We shouldn't be here.
it'll be
I
fine.
also, my one cyberware is my comms as well. Which, when monitoring other people's communications or like in any way like giving things, both our stuff is encrypted and I'm also jamming any of their stuff that isn't encrypted.
You know what? On the
Because
off
for
chance,
some reason in this game, not encrypted means can't be encrypted means can't be
We're not going to
jammed.
discuss the technicality of fictional science fiction technology. Okay, just don't think about it too much.
on the very off chance that this is the case, I want my fly to circle around the different guards, looking at their faces and seeing if any of them are Timmons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if we should roll for this or if honestly they just wouldn't care that there's a fly buzzing about.
You said that's indistinguishable from a fly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
And for the
Also, are you
record,
flying, like, in
tiny
their face, or is it just around them?
just around.
close enough to see their face, but armed guards usually wear some kind of face covering.
Mm.
So you have to get
fair.
relatively close to make out their actual faces.
If it helps, usually tiny drones, according to my character sheet, are stealthy as one of their tags. So, like, it's possible they could just go unnoticed,
Yeah.
and then they could have one sensor, which could be magnification or something.
Yep.
To make it a little bit easier.
I'll take it. I'll take it. The guards all seem to be grown-ass adults, and none of them are 16-year-old boys. Even in riot gear, you can tell none of them are Timmons.
Okay.
Riot gear.
I just think that would have been the
don't
coolest
I'm not
twist.
sure.
I
It
pull.
seems questionable at best.
I pull all of you guys to like. I assume we're in like a square.
Oh yeah,
room.
they've given you your VR gear, but you're not. As you walk in, people have their VR gear on. You're essentially like on the field part of the field.
Yeah.
Okay.
I pull all of us to the wall
Yeah, to the side.
and I say,
Because we're
"Don't-"
all social recluses.
Yeah.
and I say, "Don't move."
Oh.
Okay.
I stay very still.
Why?
This seems odd.
Does moving make it worse?
I let him know exactly how many armed guards I saw up there with the fly.
That's too many.
How many is there?
A lot.
How many guards are there?
It's a stadium, and as a stadium, it's pretty large. But there's probably 30 or 40 fully
Oh my
decked out
God.
guards around the entire rim of the stadium.
They're not here to protect.
Well, how are we gonna find Timmons?
We're not. He's not here. We're here to see where they take these people
Mm-hmm.
and then follow them to where they took Timmons.
So we shouldn't be in here. We should be casing it outside.
No, we need to know where. We need to be on the wall so that we can see the whole area. And they will take one of them at some point in the night.
Okay.
At least one. And we need to follow them when they do.
All right.
As you look around, if you look closely at the way people in the headsets are interacting with each other. Alright, do any of you put the headsets on?
Absolutely not. No.
Eventually I would.
Briefly.
Because I can see through the flies anyway. So I just need to kind of switch my consciousness between one and the other.
This situation, the area around you is pretty risque, but once you put the headset on, you can see there are more people here than exist in real life. There are people here who only exist in VR.
Okay.
And they range wildly. There's prostitutes, there's people walking around serving cocktails, which do have a mirror in real life. The cocktails are real.
Nice.
Not fake cocktails.
I'm seeing so much alcohol this episode.
People in VR who seem to be selling programs that can mimic the feeling of doing real drugs, but through the VR headsets.
Ooh.
And there's also other people who seem to be walking around just like watching what people are doing.
Interesting.
Do those have real counterparts?
Observing and surveying, they do not have real counterparts.
Okay. Trying to find targets.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Could we tell who their eyes are lingering on the most?
Are you asking to assess the situation?
Yeah.
What skill is assess the situation?
Assess is edge.
Okay, I've got some of that. Yeah, I'm gonna assess. Oh. No. Okay. 8.
8.
You can get one question.
Get one question.
There's the list of questions.
Sorry, you get a question. 10 plus is an additional question from the list. So you get a question of your choice. The question was, do they seem to be lingering on certain people in particular?
Yeah.
Their eyes are lingering on people whose description matches Timon's description. Sort of
16-year-old boys.
Younger, people who don't seem to have a lot of connections to other people.
Only males?
Not only males.
Have there been females gone missing?
Yes.
Okay. That's not
I don't think
inconsistent with
any
their
of us.
technology.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are 17, right?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Yes, they don't seem to be lingering on you, but as you watch them, some of them seem to notice you watching them.
I wave my martini at them and say, "Woohoo, hello!" And then I chug it.
You don't seem to buy it.
Oh.
You don't seem to buy it mostly because the three of you are standing aside, not interacting with the exhibit
That's fair.
very much at all.
Isn't that also, though, like, part of this kind of people who come to these things are people who are social recluses and don't really interact with a lot of people? I feel like that's
True.
not outside the MO.
Yeah, but also, all of the people who came here came to do the event that's going on. Like hey, I get to be in the same room, but I
That's
still
fair.
get to pretend that I am Dark Lord Master XX79.
Plus, presumably, a lot of these people would know each other from the forum.
That's fair.
So it's like a meeting your online friends in real life, but
I
you
can
actually
go-
have to look at them in the face.
I can go, like, walk around, just, like, mingle.
Yeah, I can do the same too. And then, like, every once in a while, I'd switch between the fly's eyes and my eyes to just be like, what's happening in our physical bodies.
I will stay on the side, and I'm gonna put the VR headset like just above my eyes, so it's not on,
Mm-hmm.
because I want to be able to see the real world.
Cool.
Okay.
Actually, I'd find my way back to you guys and be like, should we have a code to, like, a sound to make out loud if we need to be in the physical space together?
I'm probably gonna shoot the gun.
Oh my god, that's the most obvious one. Why can't you say, like, barnacle or this drink is so drinky?
I'm sorry. This drink is so drinky?
I mean, like, no one
The
would
most
think
natural phrase that anyone could possibly
Point
say.
being something that's not out of place for, like, a drunk person to say out loud.
Well, if we need to get in contact with each other, it probably means one of us is in danger.
Also, our comms are encrypted.
We have
I don't have it. I
comms?
guess I have, well, at least the
Your
some kind of comms.
Communication. So you have some sort of like talking to each other.
Okay.
And my enhanced comms encrypt the traffic. Because I took that.
Okay, so I guess we can just brain text each other? Brain call?
Yes, so I don't have that.
You would have like a regular like a Bluetooth
Oh, okay.
comm, like an external comm. Tori has like an internal
Yeah.
comm.
Okay.
That also
Um,
encrypts traffic.
Cool, cool, cool.
And jams their traffic.
Can I put my headset on real quick and then take it off? I want to check to see if there's anyone who's in real life that isn't in
Ooh.
VR.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Making Leah
Could
think.
you please assess?
Ooh. Edge.
That's right. Yeah. I got a +1 to that.
Nice.
5 and a 2, 7 on die.
8 total.
Make total. Your question is there anyone here who's in real life and not in VR?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many?
Not many.
Are they armed?
That sounds like another assess.
I can roll again if you want.
I'm thinking. I'm just gonna tell you they're not armed. They're not armed. What you see is occasionally these people who seem to be wearing VR headsets but aren't in the VR world.
Mm-hmm.
Are walking around. They seem to be communicating externally, maybe with the guards, maybe with someone else. They're walking around with clipboards. Some of the things they do mirror the people who are watching in VR, but they seem to be walking up to certain people who they're being signaled to talk to them about something.
Oh.
They seem to be selling them something.
I don't know. I don't think would my drones have audio and visual or just visual?
They would probably have visual. They would probably have audio, yes.
Okay.
If you want to get your drones closer without getting closer yourself, you hear them talking. There's also people who are like, this is so dope. I wish this could be like this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
As people are walking around, doing the equivalent of like selling a timeshare in VR.
Okay.
These people,
And they're specifically targeting the teenagers.
young people. You get the feeling of looking at them that whatever it is they're selling doesn't cost much because they're not necessarily targeting people who have money.
Mm-hmm.
But they're selling this VR online experience all day, all the time.
Do any
Okay.
of them take?
Yeah, do any of them, approve?
You're listening, and they're not selling it here. They're like, hey, if you want this, we can talk after the party's over to iron out the details, and then give them a location to go to after.
Could we figure out any of them that seem the most interested?
Yeah, you can pinpoint a handful that really seem into it.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, and then of those, how many will still be brave enough by the end of the party?
Also, we'll have a drone follow each of them.
Is this location here? Or the location that they're supposed to go to learn more, is it not here?
It's in the stadium, but it's not in like the open
Yeah.
party area.
Were all people given the same location, or is everyone given a different location?
Same location.
Okay, then we have that location, so we don't really need to follow anyone. But like, I can have the flies keep an eye on those people to see if any of.
Can you have one of the flies just go to that location and see what's there?
Yeah.
Because you could even see if they're like prepping things or if like
That's true.
go check it out.
Yeah, I go direct one of the flies there if I can.
Yeah, for sure. You go to the room, and it's a room, and in here you find not much. The party doesn't end for like a bit, but you do find that the room has access to an exterior loading bay, where there are people like waiting with like a truck of sorts.
Are they
Okay.
armed?
There's one or two people with guns here, but there isn't a lot going on here.
Yeah.
So it's kidnapping, but I guess they have a ruse, so they don't need to be armed. They don't need to,
Use force.
you know.
Alrighty. So I guess we wait until the end of the party when people start going to that room.
Yeah.
I think, well, I don't know. I think we follow that truck. So we should probably leave the party early.
Do we follow the truck, or do we prevent the truck from leaving?
No, we need to find out where that truck's going.
So we need to find
'Cause we need to
Timmons.
find Timmons.
Okay. So do we just get on that truck?
I don't think they'll let us on that truck.
What if we go talk to them about wanting a timeshare?
We're not teenagers.
They
don't want
won't.
us.
They'll be sketched out if we know about the timeshare when it hasn't been whispered in our ears.
Well, yeah, but like, you're also whispering it to teenagers who might be like, "Oh man, I just signed up for this dope-ass timeshare," and you'd be like, "Oh my god, what?" It's like, that person told me about it.
Okay, in that
We just
case,
go to them. We're like, "Yo, Jim told me about a timeshare thing you're doing. That sounds dope."
The problem with that is I don't think they'd let me on with my weapons.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think we're going to want those when we get to where we're going.
All right. So do we want to just leave early, and now we know where and what
Yeah.
truck to follow?
Well, one of us could go on if we want. And as long as it's not me or Kaz.
well, technically,
One of us could do it, so long as it's not either of these two of the three people.
Yeah.
So basically, you go do it.
Well, if you want. if you think it's a valuable thing to do.
I just no, it's fine. I just like to always put as one of us could when it's like you could.
Well, I was going to say as long as it's not me. And then I realized, no, I need someone to drive me.
but technically, I could be in their vehicle and still remote controlling the other vehicle, and be guiding it GPS style to me.
Kaz is allowed to do that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You don't have to.
that could be the strategy.
So you go in.
Yeah. I'll spend the rest of my party talking to the people who have heard about the timeshare and seeing if I can get them to tell me about the timeshare so that I actually have a credible story.
Yeah.
You might be too famous for them to take.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll walk around with you because you're better at talking to people. And then I could be like the socially inept one and be like, hey, I heard about timeshare. I hate the world. I'm so bad at talking to people. And they'll see my -1 style and agree. Alright, I think that's a good plan.
Alright.
You want to bait yourself to these people
Yeah.
as a target for their... What do you even roll for that?
I don't know.
I feel like it has to be style.
Yeah.
Which I guess you want bad. You want bad.
Could it be
style.
cool? Because cool is what, like act under pressure? Or?
Yeah. I can also see an argument for that.
When you race against the clock, act while in danger, or act to avoid danger. So I'm technically avoiding
I was
danger.
going to say, yeah. I think that would fit the most.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Alrighty.
So it's cool.
Whew.
That is a 7 on die.
9.
Ooh.
And Tori, aren't you helping?
Yeah, because you're walking around with me.
Yep. Would I add anything?
Link.
I won.
Yeah, just add my link. 6, 7, 8.
Whew, nice.
This one, so it's a 10.
So it's 10.
You are the perfect demure, nervous,
No life.
no life.
Especially compared to this.
This beacon.
Rambunctious.
You are the sun to my shadow.
My avatar in this VR is just still me.
Yeah. You walk around like oogling big VR titties and
Oh god.
being nervous about it, and the people notice you.
In the way that we want, but we
In the
normally
way
don't.
you want them to notice you. They're like, this
Nice.
person hates their life.
Nice. It's not usually a win, but this time it is.
And they absolutely come and they whisper in your ear and they're like, hey, this all the time, every day. You never have to go back to the way that things were.
That would be great. Where can I start?
They tell you the location and they say you'll have to sign some forms, but it's all normal, legal.
Everyone.
The thing that every
Safety.
scammer says. This is so safe and legal and normal.
There's some safety forms you have to sign, some liability waivers, and they give you the location and tell you afterwards, and then your life here is over and your new life begins.
Wow. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna party until then, and then I'm gonna start my new life.
Woo.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try to kick off a rad party inside VR.
Inside the party?
Yeah. Just gotta pump up them vibes.
Alright. So we now have this set up. You guys leave early, get in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I connect to my car, and I know you guys are there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
They pull you into a room, the room that you go to after the party as people are going. Just before they do this, you see all the guards that are lining the walls sort of rearrange themselves to cover all the indoor areas that lead to this room. You only get the smallest handful of people with you to the room, and they all seem nervous but also excited. They're like, my life fucking sucks, dude. I owe a shit ton of money, or man,
You'll still owe that money.
No, they're gone. They're missing.
the life
So is their debt.
over. Debts erased, legal problems gone,
Nope,
gang
they're not.
affiliations
They still exist.
in the dust, in the wind. All of their problems disappeared, and all for the low price of
Your
seemingly
immortal
nothing.
soul.
Yeah. Hey man, you're being a downer. My life's about to get great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, once you subscribe to the mega church.
Which one?
They absolutely go in, and there's legal forms you have to sign. The legal forms are kind of long. They're kind of a lot.
You just scroll through it.
And it's
Except
really
for
like a
conditions.
now or never sign it.
It's almost like all
Or
scams are about making sure it's urgent.
If you take
right
too
now.
long to read it, they're going to leave without you.
Okay.
Sign the form.
Can I do a signature in such a way that it doesn't implicate real, like, this world Kaz in it? Like, I do my world signature, which is different than this world's signature.
You don't know what this world's Kaz's signature looks like.
Also, signatures are just to prove that you wrote it. You can
Yeah.
sign anything. It doesn't matter what you write. It's about you having just written.
Yeah. You can't
Doesn't
be
matter.
like, oh, it doesn't count. I wrote it with my non-dominant hand. It's still your signature.
That doesn't mean shit legally.
I feel bad about signing the life of this world Kaz away.
It's okay. I don't think she'll actually.
Does this seem like a threatening enough situation with all the guards and this sense of urgency that if I'm scanning with my tiny little drones, and if it's possible to record this world Kaz can use that to not make this legally binding? Because technically I'm being coerced in a way with the guards.
Correct.
You get the feeling that laws are sort of wishy-washy around here. That, like, making you sign this is a formality to be like, hey, if anyone figures out what's going on, they're like, hey, they signed the paper. But like if you try to fight it afterwards, you get the feeling there's not going to be much of afterwards.
And also, I feel like it's more to give this whole thing like the veneer of validity rather than it actually being a legal document.
All right, that checks out. Either way, whenever they take this paper, I'll have a fly follow it to let this world Kaz know where that legal paper is if she wants to pursue that.
Sure.
Yeah, just a little bit of assurance. And then I sign my soul away to the devil.
Sign your soul away to the devil. And they pack you into a van.
We follow the van.
Yeah.
I follow the van.
Yes. We all.
You follow the van. Plural,
we
you
all
follow the
do.
van.
Yeah, but my brain is the one controlling the
No one said it wasn't.
I know, I just think it's really funny that I get to say that.
This is
Anyway, yep. We drive.
Where are we going?
You drive. They take you to the warehouse district near sort of dock. And here there's a warehouse, and they usher you in. And in the warehouse, there's rooms below ground. You no longer require sunlight. You're going to be in VR for the rest of your life. Allegedly. So you also notice the people who are in the car that are following, that a lot of the guards are also following.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Here, and they seem to sort of station themselves around. And as you get down into the warehouse, they explain to you the process is going to be that you're going to be put to sleep, and your subconscious is going to exist forever in a state of happiness in a world custom built for you.
Sorry, where are
and
we
no
when
one-
this is being...
In the car.
You're in the car.
Where though?
You're in the car outside the warehouse. You have entered the warehouse, obviously, but this is what they're telling. Guys.
So we might need to get into the warehouse.
Oh yeah.
Yes. How would you like to go about that?
How many guards are there outside the warehouse?
Outside the warehouse, 2 or 3.
I want to text the bros group chat and just say flash jam mob and then send the address of this warehouse.
So many guns.
Got so many.
Because that is probably going to cause a shitload of a distraction and make us moving easier.
As you're sending that text, I cock my gun.
Guys, worst case scenario, my hovercraft has a missile launcher.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Kaz
should-
is very prepared. So, like, worst case
When did
scenario,
it
I
have a
find
fucking
Timmons, I make the car shoot whatever, like a door or a wall. You guys drive in, pick up me and Timmons, and we outie.
Yeah.
What about all the other people who are probably in there kidnapped?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
the
gotta
car
get-
only has certain...
No, we have to save them.
How many guards are there again?
3.
Oh, but
Right
like...
outside.
Okay.
The inside seems pretty extensive. You have the feeling they illegally continue to build outside of their own property boundaries.
You forget. I am a small army.
I guess.
I also just summoned a lot of random rocker boys.
Oh yeah, they start trickling in. It doesn't take too long. They're pretty spread across the city. So to get enough of them to really be called a jam,
Right?
you would have to wait
A little bit.
a while.
Oh yeah.
They're really spread out.
It'll ramp up. It's the distraction starts off as like the odd dudes. The security guys are like, "Why are you here?" And they're just like, "I'm just here to jam, bro." And then just like more and more keep showing up, and security's like, and it's going to be like a progressive problem for them to deal with that will continue to ramp.
Okay.
Distraction.
They haven't the amount of time that it takes me to find Timmons to make sure that we're at the right location.
Yeah. You still have your phone, thankfully, because they never took it from you.
Yeah.
So.
We're at the right.
I also still have my flies, so I could just have them survey through the building and look for Timmons. Right?
Yeah. You for sure can. Your flies. What you do is you use them, and the flies would follow people through doorways, through vents, through whatever, down into the deeper layers, and you find that there are rooms and rooms and rooms of people unconscious. hooked up, Matrix style.
Yep, I was getting Matrix vibes.
Yeah.
Matrix style. Not only are they hooked up Matrix style, you find rooms where these unconscious people are having their organs removed.
Oh my god.
Is there a control room of some kind?
Like a security control room?
Yeah.
I would say yes, there's a security control room.
Also,
The drone is not large enough to press any buttons.
I know.
But if we can get there, we can shut this whole thing down.
Yeah. Also, I
There's
feel to a degree, I'm just gonna try one also extra thing as well. As you said, I don't think the cops can help us because like they're like spread thin trying to investigate a bunch of shit. But I think if they're given a very easy thing to make their press look really fucking good, I doubt they would really bypass that too hard, as that's super easy ways to
Yeah.
make themselves look good while doing basically zero work.
Unless
So
they're
I'm-
being bribed.
So I might just text an anonymous tip saying all the missing people that you are currently looking for, like all these things are in this warehouse. And just at like right before we go in so that we can start enough of a shit as well that will also kind of cause them to have to show up.
Okay.
Because I figured that might also help in the long run.
You have so much more faith in the police.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm expecting them to do much. And saying I think they want to look good while doing jack shit to help people, I would not claim as faith in them.
Yeah.
I hardly call that faith. But like...
So where's that control room?
Yeah.
How do we get there?
You know how to get there. Sarah knows how to get there.
Yeah.
The drones find it, and it's what I said is there's a security control room. Shutting down all of the machines that are holding
also
these
shut down the
people in
life support.
suspension.
Potentially.
Might shut down the life support for a lot of them if they've had too many organs removed to
Yeah.
survive without
Yeah.
fake organs.
No, I
because
wasn't-
fake organs are easy.
Yeah.
Fake organs are easy. The people who are having their organs removed, they're being replaced by like a shitty synthetic version of an
Yeah.
organ.
Okay.
They're not necessarily on external life support, but the
Oh, okay.
machines that hook them up, if you wanted to shut down the power and auxiliary power, that would do it.
Alright.
Okay. And as the flies go through, how many more guards are there inside?
Those drones are dispensable. Glad we paid for those.
Yeah, so good. Worth their weight in whatever this
crap.
currency is. Yeah.
Yeah, they roam the halls. None of them roam in groups larger than 2 or 3. There seems to be quite a few guards.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, we gotta get in there.
I think our main goal is for all of us to be with Timmons. And then a portal will show up.
Have you found Timmons yet? Well, no, we have to rescue Timmons. Not just find Timmons.
I think the thing is find my missing son.
But also,
So you're just gonna say, he's here, and then just bail.
No, I'm
with
just
no
saying
actual
that-
means of getting him.
This world, us, will deal with the later half. I'm just saying that when the portal is likely to appear is once we found
I don't
him.
know if this world us are as benevolent as we are.
As you're watching with the drones, you see at least one instance of someone accidentally waking up and trying to run away. Screaming from like deep in the bowels of the facility, and they just get shot down.
Oh my god.
We gotta get these people out of here.
Okay, it's really bad.
That's okay, so just leave them, right?
I'm just saying, we have a duty to ourselves and to this
We agree with
endless
everyone else,
toil of our
and-
souls.
And that
You
is
gotta
what the
help
mega church
people, man.
wants from us.
This is why this version of me says why this world's version of me thinks the world sucks. This world sucks.
Okay, I just don't know how we're gonna fight through all of these guards.
I do.
Okay, it's just gonna take a very long time. Alright,
That's why I'm bringing in externals to the best I can. All right. I don't know how her car works. I'm assuming we're facing the facility.
mhm.
I'm just gonna yell at the car and just say, "Shoot rocket pods!"
It doesn't do that.
Damn it.
But I can hear you, presumably.
Hopefully.
If you can get us in there, we can cause a distraction.
Mhm.
Maybe you can find Timmons that way.
Alright, I shoot what is it? My missile launcher at the wall of the building, or somewhere that I know that on the other side is nothing like living or
guards.
Yeah.
vulnerable. Yeah,
Yeah,
other than
I
guys.
mean, most of the facility is underground. The exterior is just a warehouse, so you can
Okay.
shoot the wall of warehouse.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's like super easy.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll mix it up or something?
Also, we've been here since they arrived, right? And there was like a bunch of the guards from the old place followed us here.
Mm-hmm.
So was there a point where like before or after all the people, like I guess after all the people came in, but like all the guards were started funneling back in?
Or did they leave and go somewhere else?
Because they all came in cars after.
A lot of them, definitely some of them came here, but not as many as there were after.
Fair. Of the ones that came here, I'm guessing there was a point afterwards which they'll all be going inside.
Most of them go inside, but like I say, 2 or 3 stay outside.
Correct. I'm just saying, as the bunch are going inside, fucking fire the rockets at the doors, like, as they're going in, so they're, like, a shitload of them are just caught in a missile.
I can do that.
That'll hurt. And that's a timing point.
Okay. I roll mix it up.
Yeah, roll mix it up.
When jacked in through the neural interface of a cyberlinked vehicle, if you mix it up, roll synth plus your car's power. I have 0 synth, but my car has 2 power.
So, +2.
Ooh.
I think that's
3
a
on
failure.
dice, so 5.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
a
a
no.
big oof.
Pretty big oof.
We need a strong start, and there's no re-rolls in this game, is there?
There is not. You failed. You miss.
It just hits a wall.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a wall. And you shot peak as several guards are entering the building. So all, like, I'm going to say 12 of them turn around,
Is there 2 missile pods on this car?
I assume it can just keep going.
point guns at you, and they yell at you to back down and get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I shoot at them.
You shoot. Roll mix it up.
That's.
Can you shoot the other missile pod?
I don't think I know how to do that.
No, I don't mean you.
Oh yeah.
Like,
just
if
yell
I
at the
can just
car.
keep shooting? I don't know, that's up to Leah. Can I just keep going? Now there's more attention, but...
They do seem to be waiting and
I assume I
giving
don't
orders.
get a bonus to this because they're also a small gang at this
They're
point.
small game, yes.
Oh no.
Ooh.
That's also
Can we
this.
stop rolling 3 on dice for every
Yeah, what
important
happened to our
dice roll?
super high rolls?
Well, that's only my second roll of the game.
Yeah. I mean, all the ones that have been very critical have been a 1 and a 2.
Absolutely. You miss.
Yeah.
They open fire.
Is your car bulletproof?
No, but I've got the move hot shit driver, which is when you're driving a cyber-linked vehicle in a high-pressure situation, I can roll edge and spend a hold to avoid one external danger, like a burst of gunfire. So if I
Okay.
roll high enough,
Give it a shot and pray
I
to
could
God.
do that. Okay.
Please don't roll a 2 and a 1.
So I add edge, of which I have 1. Just need a 7 and a 9, then I get hold 1.
6 on dice.
Okay, so 7. So
7
that's
counts.
good. Just enough. I may spend 1 hold to do one of the following. Avoid the gunfire.
Alright.
Absolutely. You drive the car. Do you want to shoot again?
Yeah.
God, don't do horribly this time.
I know. Okay, so
Okay,
that's
yes.
6. And then I add 2. So
8.
7, 8.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, you achieve your objective. You make so much noise, but you've already made so much.
Yeah. So it does 5 harm in an area, and it's messy.
Messy means it hurts everyone in the area.
Wowza, most of them are down.
Yeah, that makes sense. They just got shot with a missile.
I'm so glad I picked that as my car attachment.
Are there still enough of them to be considered a small mob?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna keep shooting.
They're now a group of people. Most of them are out.
That's 10.
Most of them are out unconscious,
Nice.
or most of them are like in pieces.
They're down for the count. It's hard to tell.
That's fair.
I rolled 10.
Oh hell yes! This is our moment. This is when we're picking up. We're not rolling 3.
Yeah. We're just warming up.
Also, Sarah, you need to pick 2 for mix it up
Oh?
because you only rolled a 8, I think.
Okay.
So either you make too much noise, advance the
I would
clock.
say you can't make too much noise. You've already made too much noise.
That's fair. You take harm as established by the fiction, and an ally takes harm as established by the fiction. Or something of value breaks.
I mean, that could be the last missile.
Yeah, that could just be the last missile, and your missile pods break down.
I don't know how many I have though. It just says missile launcher.
Well, I don't know how much this could be useful going forward now, anyway.
Hmm.
So that's not a bad idea
We're
how
pretty
that
much
break
gonna
down.
get out of the vehicle now.
Okay.
Go into the
And you could take some harm because you're in the facility,
That's true.
maybe trip on something. While
or just
we're
like maybe like the hit just shocks enough of the thing that you like fall
Yeah.
Um,
from
So-
the shockwave of the wall being
Does-
blown to pieces twice.
Hmm.
the idea.
Can I still pick one of the options as make noise or?
I gotta say no, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
You've
she
already
mentioned
made
that.
all the noise possible.
So then there aren't. So then it's not a choice because there's only 3 options.
Well, she chooses 2 of 3.
Exactly. One of them's not an option.
No, it's 2 of 4. One of them is not
Oh.
there, so choose 2 of the remaining 3.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it could still be interesting if the option was like, we've made noise with the guards outside, but this would be making noise inside. Now people are aware of us. Then it's a bit of a harder choice. If that makes sense in fiction. Or does the inside facility already know that it's under attack?
I'll accept that.
Okay. The inside also knows.
Okay, and now it's a bit of a, do we want to be a bit sneakier in there or to still have the missile launcher?
I don't think we can get a
It's
missile
4.
launcher
You
in
take
the
one of them down
facility.
straight up. 4
It's
Well,
an
no, but it
underground
could-
corridor setup. You're not gonna get a car in there.
No, but it can
Not a
breach
chance.
walls. So if it just
underground.
goes,
It's underground.
oh, you're
It
right.
can't, and then start shooting down without blowing itself up.
Technically it
It
could.
can't have a boom stand. Like,
Far.
that don't work.
It would be far. Yep, you kill one of them. There's like so few remaining. You watch the ones that remain run inside.
That's not good.
Text the group chat. Oh no, there's violence going on. We need to like fix these harsh vibes.
People are trickling in. They're like, yo, that's bad.
Hey, Sarah.
Yes.
When you were in
Feel
the,
those vibes, rocker boys. Draw more attention.
When you
People
were-
show up with like amps and they're like, here, is this where we're sitting at?
Hell yeah.
And then suddenly music starts to play, which is the backdrop to all of our drama.
Hell yeah, this is what I provide.
when Sarah was in the
Yes.
catacombs
Uh-huh.
of the place,
So-
how close quarters is that fighting? If we were to fight down there.
Quite.
Quite close.
Perfect. I'd draw my sword.
It's, how large is your sword?
Big.
How hard does that
In
assault
some
rifle
hallways,
do?
you might have trouble
Four.
swinging the sword at full capacity.
What?
Shouldn't the halls, I don't know,
It's still.
what's small, what's not wide enough, but they have to be wide enough to like wheel unconscious bodies around, right?
It's still.
What size is your sword at?
It's got high powered and big.
Yeah, so in some tight quarters, you might have trouble swinging at full capacity because it's big. A gun doesn't require
Okay.
swinging.
I mean, yes, it does. But
A gun doesn't require swinging.
I mean, in order to use it effectively, you have to be able to.
Yeah, but like this is not the same.
Yeah,
as, like,
I guess.
there's a very large difference between like being
Okay.
able to shift laterally and being able to swing. Like swinging a baseball
So
bat
what-
is very
what does
different
that-
from
What does that do mechanically?
aiming.
I'll tell you if the hallway's too narrow. Only some of them are.
Okay, but like, what does that mean? I can't use my weapon?
Maybe you take a -1 to your attack rolls.
I would say you take a -1
Okay.
It's a sword.
to sword.
I think for my,
theoretically, I could have also just chosen dangerous. It says big or dangerous.
That's fair.
So like, if I knew that there would be situations when I wouldn't be able to use this weapon, why would I not just choose dangerous instead of big? 'Cause it's just objectively worse.
Dangerous means on a miss.
Dangerous is not a tag.
It's not.
None of these are tags. These
Oh.
are all flavor text.
Then yeah, that shouldn't
oh,
matter too
okay,
much.
yeah.
Dangerous is a tag.
Really?
On a miss, you suffer harm.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
use yourself.
Well,
as
no,
a-
but it's not though. Like it doesn't say plus dangerous. It just says big or dangerous plus 1 damage.
Oh yeah, that's just a descriptor. They put the pluses in front of them when they're tags.
Yeah.
That's fine. It might still affect stuff in fiction, but.
Like what would the dangerous tag affect?
Depends who.
Because it's not a tag though. Because it's just a descriptor.
As a descriptor, it might mean you're more likely on a miss to hit something that's like important.
But like the descriptor gives the tag plus 1 damage. Like all the other ones give specific. Like the silenced one makes it minus loud. It feels like these are supposed to be positive things that are being added to the weapon. Like, all the rest of them are exclusively positive.
Yeah, my gear also has like loud, messy, and auto fire, but none of those are pluses, but all of them I would think would be important mechanically, so I don't know how they've done things.
Auto fire is definitely a tag. Loud dangerous auto fire are tags.
Yeah, this was quick and flechette for mine.
I'm gonna say it's fine.
No, I'll take the -1. I just didn't know that was a thing.
It's just fiction.
Interesting.
Okay. Cool.
So all's well. I think the 2 effects I'll take from my mixed success attack will be I'll take some damage and my missile launcher is broken.
Sure.
Do I just take 1 little tick of harm?
Take a tick of harm. You're underground. It's not directly hitting you.
Yeah, I think that maybe like I was just so distracted by what's going on that I just walk into a wall or something.
Does she have to make a harm move now?
You do have to make a harm move.
Oh, okay.
Use that
Whenever
harm.
you suffer.
So roll 2d6.
2d6 plus 1, please.
6.
Nothing.
Nothing. You're good.
Cool.
6 including the +1?
Yep.
Yep.
That's good.
Rolling low sometimes is great.
Yeah,
Just in that one specific situation.
How does the harm roll work exactly?
You
You-
roll plus harm rolled, and then if you roll badly, it might
Hurt you.
Hurt you in a
Oh,
different way, in like a disabling way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, I have 1 armor. Would that mean that I don't take that 1 harm?
Even if you take 0 harm, you still roll.
You still
Correct.
Okay, but I would-
That means she doesn't take the harm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, my leather jacket protected me.
Alright.
Also, how much longer is this going to be? It's already 11:30 almost.
soon. Soonish.
This might just be a 2-parter
Yeah.
in terms
Or
of
just a long
uploading.
one. Yeah, either.
Mhm.
Alright, let's push in.
Push in. You enter.
Mhm.
The door is locked. It's not too easy to break. If that's just what you
I have a
choose.
big
You
sword.
You
What-
break the lock.
But also, we would have exploded the whole area around where the guards were walking into.
You explode a lot.
There's
got a-
definitely just
got
going to
the
be a
breach
key
tag.
card or a key on one of these guards.
Yeah, getting into the door, if the door, whether or not the door itself is destroyed is not an issue.
Yeah.
However you choose to go about that. Inside, like I described to Sarah, it's a rather windy hallways, and closed off rooms. You find a bunch of the people who are currently being, who followed Sarah just now are cowering in a corner of one of the rooms. And you find guards. You walk down. First place you find at the end of the hallway where the door leads you down into catacombs. You find the groups of guards gathering. And as you come around the corner, they shoot.
Okay.
And if I'm not wrong, I do have to. Actually, I think I just do damage. It always feels weird to me when I don't have to roll to hurt you.
That's okay. I take -3 damage to whatever you do.
Jeez.
Assuming they're not in groups larger than 10. Which doesn't seem likely in this small
No,
hallway.
the hallway
It's way
is
too small for that to be able to work.
So stand behind me, tiny human.
Oh yeah, that's 100% what when I saw you poke your head around and immediately perk up because you like saw something, I did not walk around that corner. I am weak to fighting.
The fact that you take -3 damage literally means you take like no damage from this at all.
Uh-huh.
Because most weapons only deal 3 damage.
That's
Yep.
right. I'm okay with this.
Yeah. So you're literally just standing in front of Tori.
Yeah.
I'm not even walking around the corner. I'm holding the corner. I'm hiding behind the corner.
And they all shoot, and it does nothing. It does 0 harm, but I will make you roll a harm roll.
Yeah, that's fine. I also subtract. What do any of their weapons have the flesh it tag?
Flesh it.
Then I subtract 2 from my harm roll.
Dope.
Where are my dice?
You are all fortress.
7, 5.
I don't think I'm gonna stop cowering. I think I'm gonna keep cowering with my group of people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab one of them.
You
I'm
run
gonna
forward
I'm gonna try
and
running him through
stab.
with my blade.
Fantastic. Do it.
That's beautiful.
8.
Yep.
Nope, 9.
Oh.
Still same.
Nice.
Same effect. And the damage is 6.
I guess your contribution to this fight could be helping.
No, sorry, 7.
Yeah. Get the other people out.
Oh, I thought like helping with his attacks.
Oh yeah, I could try to help.
Maybe like you throw something to distract them, or
Yeah.
you
I'm gonna help you out.
make a fuss.
7.
So that's a 10
Okay.
then.
So now there isn't detriment
Time to stab this man through.
to mix it
With
up.
7
Yeah.
damage.
7 damage, you said. So you cut him in half. Just slice him up.
I'm not trying to slice. I want to run him through.
Wolf like a
Yeah.
Shish kebab him.
Yeah.
He's a shish kebab. He's
And then I look at the other 2 people who are standing beside me, who tried shooting me with guns and it didn't work.
Do you want to try threatening them?
I don't think I need to.
Well, I mean, could you not? What is it? There's a threatening move.
Yeah, I don't.
If we use
Well,
okay.
it's edge, right?
yeah,
I guess I have 1 edge.
you could try getting them to just like abandon post and leave.
Yeah. Can I do that, Leah?
Yeah.
That's an 8. Yeah, an 8.
Okay.
What do I get? I think it's a whole 1, right?
Yes. So, threatening violence you'd have to carry out on a 7 to 9, 4 NPCs. Leah would choose 1. They attempt to remove you as a threat, but not before suffering the established consequences. They do it, but they want payback. Add them as a threat. They do it, but tell someone about it. Advance the appropriate mission clock.
They can
Tell all the people.
tell all the people they want.
Absolutely. They retreat inwards because you're kind of blocking the door.
Oh, I'd let them pass.
Yeah, get them out of
They
here.
don't want to be anywhere near you.
Yeah. Out.
So you
is-
could have.
In is just furthering another encounter
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Out
Like,
is
I'm
no more
going that
encounter.
way.
They go in.
Okay.
They run.
Okay.
The facility is very large.
And I'm coming.
Maybe they'll take like a secondary exit to leave, but they'll warn some people to be prepared about
You
us.
do not know.
I guess I would also try and track down where.
Yeah. That,
Kaz is.
honestly, while you're killing, that's more what I'm trying to pay attention
Kaz is
to.
not difficult to find.
Yeah. Is there now a route from how far we pushed in for the people who were in the truck and Kaz to get the fuck out?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Kaz, you can stay with us if you want. It's your
Hey.
own call.
Oh yeah, I'll stay. I was just staying here
Other
in
people,
character.
get the fuck out. There's people outside waiting to help you.
I look at all of them.
Because
and
all my rocker boys who like helping people are out there. Yeah.
I would look at all of them and I would say, you don't want to be here. I've taken a peek at what they do, and they will harvest your organs, and you will be a product for these people. Go home. You'll be better off there.
Even as you say this, they seem unsure.
This feels like playing hardball, kind of. I'm not threatening violence myself,
Can I just
but
tell them to get the fuck out of here?
You can tell them to get the fuck out of here.
The fuck
Playing
out.
hardball is only if you're threatening violence. You're kind of just like trying to reason with them.
That's a thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you can. There's fast talk. It would be fast talk if there. What would Tyler said there's fast talk as shit.
yeah.
That is an 8. NPCs do it, but someone will find out. The MC will advance the appropriate countdown clock for PCs. Choose one. I'm not doing this to PC. They get the fuck out, and you up a countdown clock.
They get the fuck out. They recognize you.
Cool.
Oh no.
5.
They know exactly who you are.
That's gonna happen anyway, and that's future my world versions of me.
Meet their problem. They know exactly who you are. You advance into the facility.
Alright.
Let's get to that security room.
You encounter,
Thank God for fast
outside
talk.
the security room, you encounter a group of 5 guards who are ready for you as you round the corner.
Yep.
And they shoot
Sure.
with assault rifles with armor-piercing ammunition.
Oh.
So they do damage.
Okay. I still have -1 because I'm a small crew.
Mm-hmm.
And we established earlier that 5 or less is not a small
Correct.
crew.
However, it's not a small
10
crew.
is.
Their guns are 3 damage plus 1 armor piercing, bring your armor down to 2.
Okay. So I take 1.
You took 1 from each. Up to.
Yeah. If I know, I will
shit.
take
Right.
this. So I'm almost dead.
Your armor piercing.
Oof.
So that's just instantly. I'm at 5 out of 6 harm.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I roll my thing. I'm dead.
Oh.
I'm out of the action. I'm out of action.
Not necessarily.
Yes.
No.
What are the? That's.
There's other options. You're saying out of action. There's like 5 options.
I don't think there's that many.
There's 4.
So it's like 5. 4 is like 5. The second one would kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You lose a piece of cyberware.
Okay. Sure.
Just until you can get it fixed.
I'll lose my dermal plating because it had hardware decay on it, anyways.
That's fair.
Okay. So I guess it happened then.
Yep. You guys get to go. With
Nice.
whatever it is you got.
Fuck. That's only 9.
I rolled 11 to fast talk. Basically, I just tell them that this operation is evidently gone to shit and just to fuck off.
And I stab one for 7.
He stabs one. I'm just talking about this has gone to shit. This is in shambles. There are already people outside. This is gone. This is done. Just if anything, if you want to dodge.
One of them dies.
Yeah, if you want to dodge what happened to him or further shit, just leave out the back now before this place is fucking stormed.
Sarah, would you like to change? Would you like to do anything?
I'll shoot if they don't give up.
On a 10 plus, which I got an 11, the NPCs do exactly what I tell them to do.
What did you roll?
Fast talk.
You rolled 10 plus?
Yep, I rolled 11.
Well, shit, they're fucking...
I'm gonna get the fuck
It's
out.
not worth the fucking money, yo.
Leave.
They do that. Yeah.
Security room.
You know what? Watching all
I'm very
5 of them
persuasive.
shoot Tyler with armor-piercing ammunition and he's not even...
He didn't die.
Scares the bejesus out of them.
Do any of them
That would be
have
fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
trauma derms? Or like something that can apply first aid that we can swindle off of them as they pass us by?
I think it's fine.
I gotta say no.
I think we're almost done here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they were outside the security rooms. We're at the security room now anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going in that door. I'm finding pulling an access card off the one that Tyler obliterated with a block just removed. And is anyone in the security room at this point, or are they all out here trying to defend it?
There's like one guy in the security room where he heard what happened. He's just standing in the corner.
Is he even armed?
Usually they're not even
Not
armed.
armed.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd be like, alright.
He's just a techie. He's just like, please.
I just thought off all of it.
What about the life support?
I thought that was it. Apparently they're not on life support. They're on just synthetic organs.
Okay.
Yeah, synthetic organs. There's no telling how long these synthetic organs will last, but it's cheaper than running external life support.
Okay. So can we shut the power and open the doors?
Yeah. Power off. Open doors. This is done.
And we just have to hope that no one with guns is around the people escaping.
I think from the fact that like this entire place is already mildly going to shit, yeah. Or at least like we could like procedurally we're just more or less just using him now at this point to procedurally open the fucking things one by one as we just deal with the facility.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. And we find Timmons, I assume?
You do eventually find Timmons.
How many synthetic organs
yeah.
does he have?
Like 3.
Oh.
Like 3. Like he's down 1 kidney. He's like down half a liver.
Okay.
At least he's out.
Yeah, we get him back to his mom.
Yeah, mommy's little boy is coming back.
Did the cops eventually show up after I called them? Because we've literally just handed them their case being done. And we're not even taking credit for it.
I think it'd be really funny if they just
Easy
didn't
clout.
show up, though.
That's funny as fuck. And that was what we just get all the clout.
When you walk out, as people start filing out, you find Corpo run a media outside interviewing a police officer about what's going down inside the building.
Wow. So
What,
funny.
but
And they're
what
like,
are they
fuck
saying
if I
because
know.
they don't know. I want to just know what they're saying.
They're just being really vague. They're like, this whole thing is such a mess, and it really shows us the dangers of living all your life trapped in the web.
That's beautiful. Just to be a shit disturber to this world's future me, because this world sucks anyway, as I walk by, I want to just like yell, or just like as I walk out of the building, I want to just point out, this is what's happening inside, feel free to get in there and start helping. And then just as I keep leaving with some of the fucking people I'm pulling out of the building actively. Just because I want to be a shit disturber.
It'll take more than that to disturb the media.
Oh, correct. I'm just putting that out there. It's that little tidbit for the ones that actually pay attention.
What I mean is, you would probably know that the media reel runs on a long enough delay that if anything goes wrong, they can just cut it out.
That's fair.
Oh, okay.
If there's still a fat blip that says something, it still shows something. I hold to this.
Yeah.
Also, I'm starting to
I mean, if you care,
there's a lot of people.
if you care enough, there's probably recordings in the security office that you could just like upload to
That's
net.
also fair. But alright. But we bring Timmons back home to mom. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
You bring Timmons back home to mom. She's so helpful, and she goes, "Who did this? Who would do this to my boy?"
Large underground organ harvesting.
We give them the name
Conglomerate.
of the organization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the organization?
I probably would have.
We did because we were on
At
the
least
website,
whatever was
right?
on the top of on the website, and also whatever name was associated on the contract I signed.
Correct.
And
Also
we
on
had
that.
fake tickets to get
Hey,
in,
Leah.
too.
We have intel. Let's say with the
Oh
company.
yeah.
Nice use of info. You find out through talking to a little bit of context, a little bit of whatever, that the front that was hosting the organization is not a real company. It was a shell corporation putting a fake name on the paperwork, posing as like a vacation sort of deal, and the organ harvesting was going to a mega church in the city who was using the organs to distribute to the needy.
Oh. Oh, this is like really morally gray.
Yeah, that's really morally great, but that's how all these cyberpunk things work, or cyberpunk-esque things work.
My character is conflicted.
Because it's like technically they got what they wanted.
Also, I want to tell her,
Yeah, and
your lovely boy Timmons 3 of his organs are cheap synthetics and will not probably hold.
He goes, Mom, I was happy.
Oh
You
no.
were also dying slowly.
We're all always dying
Yeah,
slowly,
but-
man.
So true, Tibbetts.
Slowly.
Is there a portal that just rips open in their living room?
As soon as you walk out, a portal opens in the hallway.
Oh, great.
Through it immediately.
I'm just like, oh, thank fuck, and I just head first.
As always, before we all jumped into it, I would have written a quick note to Kaz to let them know what happened on my escapades and what they have to deal with after I'm gone. And then I'll jump into the abyss.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. He'll notice all the bullet holes in his chest.
Jesus.
Yours is a bit of a spicier realization.
I just feel like it's only nice to let your future, this world self know about their deaths.
Oh, yeah.
Because imagine how weird it'd be if someone came and said, you owe me for this thing. And you're like, I have no memory of that at all.
Yeah.
And now this world's Kaz has 3 little fly drones and a debt.
Alrighty.
Alright, game over.
Game over.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Yeah.
It ended up being a long one, but sometimes that be how she goes.
Yeah.
Alright, see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.